Are you tired of the same old sports media? Are you tired of hot takes, arguments, and questions that are just completely off base?
Luckily, we have something for you. Touchdowns and tangents. Of the people, for the people, by people who care about the culture and all its concise commentary.
I don't have the do.
Shout out. You ain't got any gunshots? Shout out to everybody out there. There's touchdowns and tangents. That sounds like the SWV. I'm gonna listen to SWV once we get off the air. But yeah, it's just Kidsbury here. Touchdowns and tangents.
This dude, what's wrong with my mic? Test. Fuck.
They don't even sound like I'm on.
Hold on. Test. I mean, it's on. It's just not.
I just want to point out, shrimp is trash. It's pigeon food. And shout out to Eric Lampkins. He said that shrimp are the roaches of the sea.
No, that's actually lobsters.
The shrimp actually float.
I don't give a
Lobsters
fuck
are
about
lobsters.
running around in the shit.
Lobsters are literally cousins of roaches. They're literally roaches of the sea.
That wouldn't surprise me. They both live like forever, don't they?
Yeah, so I guess shrimps would be like the fucking pitcher bugs of the sea.
Those little red, are they the bed bugs of the sea?
Nah, not bed bugs.
Oh, those little red ones that look like bed bugs, but they're
Those
actually
like
just
little
like
fucking
wood
long fucking. You're talking about Texas shit. We ain't
Daddy
got
longlegs. Yeah. Texas bugs are fucking,
yeah, fuck that.
Those are super. Those are super bred. I don't fuck with flying cockroaches,
What
bro.
is that?
I don't want to
see. You're talking about shit.
Did you just say a racial slur?
Yeah. What the?
It starts with CH.
What the fuck is that?
It's like a
Talking to the mic.
It's like a
Bring your mic down.
It's like
Yeah.
I don't want it to hit my face.
It's not gonna hit your face.
Shouldn't.
Really? Because it did
It
last
shouldn't.
time.
It shouldn't.
There you go.
There
see?
you go. Wow. look
Have
at
faith.
shit. See?
This one hit my face last
Yeah.
time.
See, there you go.
It's like a.
That's what she said.
Okay.
Let's
It's spelled.
be-
It's just to clarify for those listening.
Legal. He can't say that on the air. I don't know why he just did that.
I need to clear my name. It's spelled CHIGR.
Anyway,
The fade out was the funniest part. C-H-I-G.
I'm too white, bro.
You're too socially aware of like other people's racial sensitivities, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes, I'm a great person, basically, is what he was saying. But anyway, it's like a tiny itty bitty bug that burrows under your skin and eats away
Like a
at your
tick.
skin.
Like a tick.
It itches.
Like a
and
tick.
it's in the bushes and stuff. It's like basically if you go anywhere that like is a redneck like bumfuck area, it's gonna be there.
Mobile. No,
I'm good.
No,
I'm kidding.
they're actually really bad in Mobile.
Oh shit. That's why I stayed away from bushes.
That's wild.
You have to cut. You have to.
I
cover
forgot-
them
I
in
forgot
nail
what
polish so they suffocate and die and fall out of your skin.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. This man threw a hat on
Oh.
today, and then he just jacked my whole intro. Like, I got it. All right, snapback Kenny.
You're welcome.
Snapback Kenny's the A mic, huh?
Cotton Bowl snapback Kenny. Yep, you're welcome.
But yeah, man.
Shrimp is garbage.
Shrimp is not garbage.
Let's talk about it.
Find some survey that says fucking shrimp is the best thing that ever happened to humans.
It's really not.
The macros.
I'm sure there's
I know
some
this is
weird
cringe.
fucking research
This is
out
super
there.
cringe, but the macros on shrimp are like stellar. Super high in protein, super low calorie, super low fat. Like,
Also, high as fucking cholesterol.
Some Lion King shit.
but I mean, I don't really like seafood. But if I was forced to eat some fried shrimp, I would eat it. It'd be the first thing I would pick to eat out of seafood.
I would take red snapper.
Or maybe some, like, I don't know, the type of crab that's really sweet. Whatever one that one is.
They crack down on shark fins.
But you know why
I just did.
why we eat more shellfish, right? Because there's no fucking fish.
Well, yeah, it's illegal to
You
harvest
see that
shark
big ass
fins.
tuna, bro?
No, but I'm just
You
saying.
saw the
there's
video
no
of the fucking 400-pound
fish, bro.
tuna that this chick caught? Oh, like a 396-pound tuna. I was like, that's frightening. Tunas aren't supposed to be that big.
All right, moving on to football. A lot of shit happened this week, even though we're late.
Speaking of tunas,
Mainly, Lucas kept Monday Night Football on the recap, even though that didn't even happen. But and Thursday Night Football.
Lucas did do the recap. Didn't do the rundown. Just say that. Wah, wah, wah. Like, don't
It's
like.
all right, man.
As I tell my mom,
Don't worry.
if you're gonna hit me with the bus, just run me all the way over.
I know, but
Not as messed up as the back of Blueface's head. Shout out to Krishan Rock. I kicked out of an interview.
Whatever, man. But yeah, Lucas, so give us the Thursday Night Football recap. What would Kenny say? What would Kenny say?
How would Kenny say it?
Well, yeah, man. So good news this week.
You said good news.
What does that mean? We used to have a good news segment. Good news of the week.
I'll take a shot.
But yeah, man. Damar Hamlin, he's back at the facility every day, walking, functioning as a person. So that's good news. If I can find my applause. I did. Did you hear it? I don't know why. That's weird. But other news this week, Stephen A. Smith. So I didn't see the whole social media part of it.
This should be a Fade or Fair segment, personally.
All right, well, I'm already talking about it. So
I mean, you can
Just
stop
keep
right
them in
now and we'll be
suspense.
good.
all right, fine. We'll come back to it later.
This is what happens when you eat 2 Snickers in a row that you didn't need.
Yeah.
Could have saved one.
All right, look, man. You got a fucking hat on out of nowhere. I ate 2 Snickers. Lucas didn't do the rundown.
What's wrong with that?
Nikki's actually here, all right? Mercury's in fucking retrograde.
Is it?
I don't
though?
fucking know. All right, man. We're just getting by. All right?
Is it still?
We're getting by.
Is it
I
still
feel very
Capricorn
sneaky
season?
there.
Is it still Capricorn season?
At least I didn't call you Tommy.
Yes.
Then that would have been a real sneak diss.
Nah, she said no. She made it perfectly clear in a text thread to cut that shit out, even if it's an accident.
Nikki with the C. I don't think I started calling it.
It is
Not
still
Nikki with 2 Ks. It's Nikki with a C.
No, it's Nikki with 2 Ks.
See, now you're trying to set me up and confuse me.
Bro.
Bro.
You had
I had it right the first time, and
Come
then
on,
you fucked
man.
it up.
Nah, come on, man.
You
I
had-
texted
You
in the
had
group
one
chat
more
correctly.
You had. She said she literally said she's gonna fuck you up next time you do that.
Nah, I technically had it right.
She literally said
He-
on site.
No.
She got her fucking links
He
on.
said it backwards.
She about to fuck you up, dog.
Yeah, she brought the choker, and I was like, oh, shit. She came to the door with the choker on. I was like, I don't want no problems. My birthday's in less than a month.
I forgot your birthday's coming up.
Fuck you, bro. You forget. You don't ever forget Pisces season. It's the best part of the year.
When's your birthday?
February 19th. And it's in Black History Month. You're racist if you forget my birthday. Yeah, I can say that.
All right.
Shit Kenny would say.
I mean, that's really the only reason why.
Nah, that's like one of 2 reasons. Like, I'm a Pisces. You can't forget my birthday.
I didn't know Pisces was in February.
Yeah,
I
it's
thought,
always
I
been.
thought it was kind of entirely Aquarius.
Nah, it's February 18th is like the last. Oh, because like so something the 19th, it's a cusp date. So I'm technically
Wait, what is
both.
today?
Today is the
Oh,
9th.
so it might be Aquarius season already.
It's close to it. It
As
might
of
be after the
literally, like,
26th.
today.
It's the first day of Pisces season.
Wait, that means my sister's a fucking Pisces, but she's always been an Aquarius. See, they moved up the calendar. Yeah. My oldest sister's birthday is January 26th. She's always been an Aquarius. My aunt was
She
born
is an
February.
Aquarius. She is an Aquarius because that's right after Capricorns.
Yeah, an Aquarius, the end date is like February 18th. But I was born on the 19th. So technically it's considered a cusp day, so I'm both. Because, like,
I thought it
Anyways,
depends on the
we've
time
had
of
this
day
conversation
you're-
like
if you're a
70
cusp
times.
Baby, I thought it depends on the time of day you're born.
I was
Really?
born in the morning.
I never heard that.
I was born in the morning, so technically I'm a cusp baby. But, like, I have characteristics of both. So I can get emotionally cold, like, just disconnect from the world for like 3 weeks and then come back like nothing ever happened.
But
then think about everybody's feelings.
I'm a cuss baby because I was born on the edge.
See, I was gonna make a joke, but your child.
I literally was
traumatic.
born on the edge. Like I literally almost died.
I mean, I actually was born dead. Me and my mom. Like me and my mom's hearts both stopped. So I was born dead.
I was born dead too. Oh
High
my god,
five.
we all suck. Let's
We
go.
all suck.
I came out with the umbilical cord and I was all purple and it was just
I had to break my collarbone to get
really.
My
Jesus
twin sister.
Christ.
My twin sister didn't make it because the cord was like wrapped around her throat.
See, that's what happened to me, and I almost croaked because of it.
And then my mom's heart stopped. My mom's heart kicked back in like 30 seconds after mine did. But we were both done. We were both out, and then we came back.
Oh my god, when I was a little girl, my
Lucas
mom...
is like, I'm a normal person. I had a healthy birth.
I had a normal childhood. That's why people don't want to come on our podcast because we're too real. Shit. No, I'm just kidding.
No, for real. When I was like 1, my mom gave me a hot dog. What?
That's
First
like the
off.
most choked on food.
And I choked, and I was pronounced dead by the people.
Shit, you died again?
God damn. Little Nicky over here.
You literally are Little
Adam
Nicky.
Sandler.
But then I undied, obviously.
God brought you back, or did the devil bring you back? We don't know.
I definitely not God.
Wow. Episode of Supernatural.
Jesus.
That's what she said when she died again. What the fuck? Gosh, damn it.
But yeah, if that gives you some insight into my mom, she gave me a hot dog.
I mean, my granddad gave me grits like when I was 3 days old.
Named me and my brother both Tommy. So, great.
I feel like a
That
girl
gives you
named
the
Tommy
gist.
is edgy, but it can go south very
She was
quickly.
gonna name me Corey, which I could roll with that. I could go by
Which
Corey.
Depends how they spell it.
Which Corey from Boy Meets World is running for Congress.
What the fuck? I thought you were joking when you
No,
said that.
like dead ass.
Jesus.
Dead ass, like yeah.
The one who had the black girlfriend, or
Is Topanga black?
Topanga's clearly not black. She's definitely
She was
not
not
black.
black. So why you
The
say she
only-
was a black girlfriend?
I forgot who was.
I don't
Wait,
remember
Sean
that.
is the one who had the black girlfriend, right? And she
Yes.
came out and said everybody on the show was racist to me, and nobody stood up. And then they came out like, yeah, we kind of were racist and fucked up to her. Now that there's like a Power Rangers 30-year anniversary, like the gay dude, the Blue Ranger, Billy, I forget his last name, he came back and it seems all cool. No, it's like Yoke or some shit like that. You said Billie Eilish? I can't hear you.
No.
Who the fuck is that? No idea who
Oh.
that is.
He just like runs around and aggressively interviews people, like on the on New York street.
See, that's the one thing I liked about Power Rangers though, because they killed all their ops.
Did they though? They
Yes,
all
they
kind of
did.
came back.
No, they killed all their ops.
exploded.
They battled that girl for like 3
Rita,
seasons.
yeah, but like Rita's a fucking super space demon and the son of the fucking devil of the universe. Like they didn't dead all that beef until Zordon blew himself up and wiped out all the evil in the universe. That was like 7 fucking seasons of Power Rangers. Those originals were already gone. It was Power Rangers in space. Like, and then the dude's sister, the Red Ranger, was fucking a brainwashed villain who they used against him. And then she got her mind right. She was actually bad. Like, and then I think they killed the Power Ranger off. Yeah, that shit was wild. Like, Power Rangers was wild as fuck, bro.
No, it wasn't. That shit was weak.
That shit, no, it wasn't.
That
I
shit
only
was
watched
They
weak.
killed their
I only
ops.
watched the original.
shit was-
Batman should have learned something from the Power Rangers. Kill your
I was
ops
big into
entirely.
Power Rangers. I still have Power Ranger toys that are with money, but fuck the Power Rangers. That shit was kind of weak.
No, it wasn't.
That shit was kind of campy.
It wasn't campy. They
shit was-
literally killed somebody every episode.
That shit's kind of.
They killed a monster every episode. Shit blew up in the
See,
city.
cringe. See,
this is what I'm
Teenagers.
talking
It's
about.
for 10-year-olds. What do you mean it's cringe?
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like, you can't
okay,
go back
but
with an adult
motherfucking
mind
shit.
and judge
But
it.
motherfucking shit on Avatar, a movie that won a bunch of awards,
Whoa.
set a
What
bunch
does
of
Avatar have to
records.
do with Power
Wait, which
Rangers?
Avatar?
The first one.
The blue people
Yeah.
Avatar?
That has
Yeah.
nothing to do with Power Rangers.
But I'm
You're
just
conflating
saying.
issues, sir.
I'm saying people shit on that, but then it's like, oh,
no, we
Power
shit on the
Rangers.
Avatar
It's like,
movie.
Oh, Power Rangers.
No, we shit on the
Come
Avatar
on,
movie,
bro.
like the cartoon, and
Bro,
the
come
movie that was based off Avatar,
Yeah,
like
that's the
Aang and
movie I
them.
thought he was
I'm talking about the movie.
Yeah, that
I'm
movie
talking about the
sucked.
movie.
That was horrible.
Wait,
That was worse than Dragon Ball Z.
Wait,
No.
which
Are we talking about that
We're
Avatar?
talking about the blue people.
I'm talking about the blue people.
No, they were
Avatar.
cool.
Nobody's talking about that. Nobody wants to remember the live action Avatar.
nobody.
movie.
Okay, then that's what I'm saying. I was like, that's
Yeah,
fucking awful.
that was fucking
People should have been
horrible.
arrested.
Did y'all watch Legend of Korra?
Yeah, that shit was fire. I mean,
I don't know, man.
Who's that chick?
I
Who's
got
like,
into a lot of fights
they were
about at Last Airbender. There's a lot of people who banged the table for that shit.
Oh no, dude, that movie sucked ass.
I didn't even
No,
watch,
like the
I
show.
watched it on the back end. And
Oh
was
no,
like, damn, this is really
that was
good.
goated.
I didn't watch the first Avatar the first time around.
Is it?
I had to
Is it
catch up
goated?
on Avatar.
Is it goated? I guess.
It's like it's goaded for its
top-
message, but it's not.
Definitely top
Bro, it was
three.
on Nickelodeon.
It's not my top 5 though. It's definitely not. It's barely not my top 10. But it was,
Adults who
But
watch
Boondocks ain't an anime.
okay.
Okay,
Well, Boondocks is
a
anime.
completely different thing.
But I'm
Boondocks
just
is like The
saying,
Simpsons.
Boondocks ain't an anime because black people made it.
But it
Avatar,
had anime. Okay, I see
But
what you're
Avatar is an anime because it was on Nickelodeon.
I like where you're
Boondocks
I like what
and
you're doing.
Avatar are both anime. They're just Western animes.
Yeah,
Okay, fair.
it's like One Piece in America was vastly different from the One Piece that I've grown up an adult.
You mean like
realized-
Dragon Ball Z when we were watching it versus Dragon Ball Z now?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a big.
like
that's a
Power
big
Rangers
difference.
over here is much different than the Power Rangers.
They
Which
appro-
was Sentai
Disney
over there.
appropriated the fuck out of Disney, out of fucking Dragon Ball Z.
Yes,
I haven't watched.
and there's a
it
lot of
in, like,
pedophilia
10 years.
shit in Disney, but
I haven't watched Dragon Ball Z since I was a kid.
Well, you can watch it a lot faster now because of fucking Kai and Super. So there you go.
and there's like a Dragon Ball Z like animated YouTube channel that's funny as fuck.
And they were just like, "Yo, fuck GT."
Do y'all watch regular anime? Like,
Bro, I used
In
to
general?
stay up.
Sometimes.
I used to stay
I
up
keep trying to watch Demon
watching
Slayer.
fucking channel, some random fucking public service channel to watch Dragon Ball GT because I wanted to know what the fuck happened after fucking everything ended. Like, and then they're just like, "Oh yeah," like we're just fucking around with that. Like, fuck Dragon Ball GT. Like,
yeah.
fuck you guys. I'm out.
That Shinron thing was just like, oh, we're just gonna ignore the evil Dragon Balls.
I'm dipping my toes into anime right now. I watched One Punch Man. It was great.
Indeed.
You should watch
Hilarious.
Trigun. That was my favorite back in the day.
Shogun, you mean?
I watched
No,
the first
Trigun.
season of Demon Slayer. I watched Attack
fire.
on Titan.
Yeah, I don't. That's
Don't
that's
shit
all
on
shit
Demon
my
Slayer.
brother.
Don't you shit on Demon Slayer. You shut your
Demon
fucking
Slayer
mouth.
is super mainstream. Attack on Titan, which is also super mainstream.
Yeah, Pete doesn't get
If
an
it has,
opinion on certain anime.
if it has an English version of it, it's mainstream.
Yeah, pretty much.
Also,
I only watch the mainstream ones that have English because I don't want to sit there and read the subtitles because then I can't.
watch
even
Cowboy Bebop.
No.
Watch Cowboy
I used to
Bebop.
watch fucking Dot Hacksign.
I just started watching this one called Banana Fish today.
That shit was hard, bro. They lived in a fucking video game. Zoids, I used to wake up
Zoids.
early. Just
Holy
watch
shit,
fucking
you remember
Zoids, bro.
Zoids, bro?
Zoids was my fucking shit, bro. You know,
Damn.
every year I had a fucking Zoid on my Christmas list. You know how many I fucking got? None.
Zoid?
0.
Holy
What is that?
shit. I didn't think anybody knew about Zoids anymore.
The fucking white liger, bro. That
Remember-
shit, the ligers used to slap, bro.
Remember Kamen Rider?
No.
That shit was a flash in the pan.
I wanted to like Gundam. Like, I wanted to.
I didn't care about Gundam because
I tried.
Voltron was the fucking apex of that. Like, Voltron would mix those dudes.
What is
I don't
this?
think so.
It looks like
You never watched Voltron?
Horizon. No, I'm looking at Zoids. It looks like Horizon, like the you know what I'm talking about
Yeah.
the robot animals or whatever.
That shit was cool, though.
All right. Anyways, we got way on a fucking tangent. We've been on a tangent all night, but like, let's get
Hey,
back
man,
to
it's the
football.
it's the second show of the year, right?
Biggest news of the week: your guys' guy Tom Brady got eliminated from the playoffs.
Got Brian Leftwich fired.
He's Tampa Bay's
Got
guy now.
skunked 27-0 in the first half. Jordan Pointer called for his retirement, even though he's 11 though he's 0-11 versus him. But yeah,
The Bills' safety.
the Bills' safety, and then Brady pretty much got on the podium and was like, "Yeah, like I've enjoyed working with this organization." I forgot what fucking quote, but he said a very subliminal quote, like, "Yeah, basic, yeah."
This was
Perfect.
fun while it lasted. I
People
got
are
you guys
saying
a
he's
Super
gonna
Bowl.
go to the Raiders.
Please, God, no. He can't run RPOs. That's what got Leftwich fired. Because Brady's a statue who can't move anymore.
Bro, what are you talking
But
about?
that's
bro?
the offense.
You
Fucking.
want what Tom Brady?
That's the
Oh.
offense McDaniels wants to run. Like he runs play action at the lowest fucking rate.
Carr ran a 4.6.
Anyways, I
And guess
don't
what?
know, bro. Like
Guess what? How many wins did the Raiders get?
Brady got them into the
Oh.
playoffs. But would he get the Raiders in the playoffs?
In no other division would they made the playoffs.
I don't
Yes,
know,
he
man.
definitely-
I
In
just
no other
think
division.
when I really think about it,
The
though.
Raiders were a quarterback away from
Give me
the
Aaron
playoffs.
Rodgers.
But even so,
Fuck it, give me
even
Aaron
so,
Rodgers.
like let's say perfect scenario, he gets the Raiders in the Raiders fucking
Who would they be?
get Brady for $30 million, and they spread out the other $30 million and fix their defense and their O line, which they would need to do in order to fucking even be competent with Brady.
Devontae Adams
Patriots don't
They
have.
make the playoffs.
Raiders don't have enough wide receivers for Tom Brady's liking.
Can
I
can
said
they
it.
really beat
Hey,
Buffalo? Probably not.
Buffalo,
Hell no. To the no.
but a playoff berth is a playoff.
Is Brady gonna go toe for toe with Mahomes? Probably
Okay,
not.
that's like saying a bowl berth is a bowl berth for Texas A&M.
And
he already has in the past 4 or 5 years and beat him 3 out of 4 times. I wanna say.
with a loaded team around him.
Yeah, with the loaded team around him.
That's
That Buccaneers
And
defense
you're going to get
was
him
loaded.
twice a year guaranteed, plus the playoffs. So that's a totally different scenario. 'Cause
I did.
I mean, I don't know about Tampa Bay, but I'm talking about the Patriots.
I
He
did
was loaded at the Bucs. Yeah.
I did research this week for like game notes the past 2 weeks. Let me explain something to y'all. Patrick Mahomes has gone to the AFC Championship game every year of his career.
Yeah, we know.
He's never lost. He's never had a road playoff game.
We know.
He's never lost in the divisional round. He's literally 2-2 for his career in AFC Championship.
So that's what I'm
games.
saying is like, yeah, it would be cute for a story. It might help change the culture. It might finally break the curse. It might do a lot of things. But what it's not going to do is bring home a championship. So at that
And
point,
it'll kill their cap space.
I'm out. Like, just fucking bite the bullet, move up, get Stroud, call it a fucking day. Like,
Or get Bijan
mean,
Robinson, because if I'm Josh Jacobs, I'm leaving.
The older Tom gets, I mean, he's already a statue, right? But the older Tom gets, the more he has been like attempting passes, if that makes sense. He like in the game versus the Cowboys, he had 66 attempts, which is what is he 45? It's ridiculous. A 45-year-old quarterback should not be hitting 66 pass attempts. That's
deflated
disgusting.
balls.
That's absolutely disgusting. Tom Brady is Tom Brady. He's him. He's the GOAT, whatever. But a 45-year-old quarterback should not be passing the ball 66 times.
I think
It's
the
because
only
both of the running backs were ass. If he goes to the Raiders, not only does he have
But they're-
Devontae Adams, he has Josh Jacobs, who actually knows how to run the ball. He won't have
Bro.
to rely
Jacobs
on
might
the
leave.
pass
I'm
game as
not
much.
giving them a pass for that. They had competent running backs. They
They
had a
have
third
Rashad
down
White.
running back, and they had fucking Lenny Fournette, and they cycled through a bunch of guys in between those
Lenny
two.
Rashad
Fournette
White's
had
a good
5
running back.
carries for 10 yards versus the Cowboys.
But
Because they are stout against the run. They weren't going to let him beat them.
this
They have Rashad White.
This is what grinds my gears. Is because
Seth MacFarlane going to sue you, bro.
nowadays, when you have a big physical running back, and Kenny knows who else I'm referring to, it's like they load up the box on you.
Here
They
it
call
comes.
these fucking plays with 2 tight ends and bring in a fucking stacked tackle. It's like, what do you expect them to do? And then you expect the running back to just fucking break 3 tackles and fucking get 7 yards? Like, it's not realistic. But then you got now like these fastbacks who get these shotgun reps, and it's like, and they bust off for 7 yards because they're going against fucking 5-man boxes, 6-man boxes. It's like the whole yards per carry thing is really conflated to me. And I really kind of hate that stat now. And I shouldn't, because it's like a valuable stat in history, but now it's become something else.
I think yards after, how do you say?
Contact?
Post-contact yards are more
What-
important in my opinion.
I mean, but even that is like, bro, like sometimes you don't always need to break a tackle. Like sometimes, and that's one thing that Josh Jacobs has learned this year, and he's gotten a lot better at taking care of his body and ducking contact, because that's what really made work done great for a long time as a small running back and not being the fastest guy in the fucking field. Was he knew when to take punishment, he knew how to duck punishment. Same thing with like the Joneses, not Aaron Jones, but Thomas and Julius. They were both really good at that as well. But yeah, so basically what I'm saying is Tom Brady, the only other place that he would realistically really win a ring,
Miami,
Oh God,
you still got to go through
Really don't.
Mahomes. Like, that's what I'm saying.
that
It's
don't
like,
matter. He has two
I don't see him
receivers.
going to the AFC because he's got to get through Mahomes.
But if he beats Mahomes, all he has to do is just find a way to cheat the Eagles over. But let's be honest.
I mean, Mahomes isn't the
The only place he'd win a
Minnesota?
ring is the
He has
Niners.
a winning record against
Minnesota?
Niners.
Minnesota?
Maybe Minnesota. But their defense is a fucking mess, too.
They just fired the D coordinator.
I wouldn't hate him going to the Raiders. I wouldn't hate it. I really wouldn't hate it.
I would hate it.
I was selling myself on it.
Just say you want to root for the Raiders, low-key a little bit.
What'd you say, Lucas?
Fuck the Raiders.
Oh, wow, damn.
I would just like to see Tom Brady be successful. I mean, dude.
He's successful enough. Jesus Christ.
Well, yeah, okay, clearly. I mean, Jesus.
I was trying to talk myself into Tom Brady, but then I thought about it.
Old as fuck.
And
I
was
can move
like,
up in the draft. You can get C.J. Stroud, but that doesn't mean that Tom Brady can't spend 1 year in Las Vegas. C.J. Stroud can sit on the bench for a year.
But if I'm him,
and he'll learn from the GOAT.
If I'm him, I'd rather go to San Francisco. Like, period.
He's not going.
Seattle.
They have Jimmy
Not
G.
Seattle.
The Rams.
They got Trey Lance, and now they got Brock Purdy. They're the most stacked. They're the most stacked team in the league. They do not need Tom Brady.
You know where he could go? He could go to the Colts. He could go to the Colts.
Colts his ass.
He could go to the Colts.
You think Jimmy's leaving?
Yeah, Jimmy's out
Jimmy's
of there.
out of there.
Jimmy's out of there.
If they trade Trey Lance,
I think
he won't.
Jimmy gonna go to Miami and be like, I'm just waiting for Tua's to get.
But even with Jimmy,
Did you say Tomlin?
I've been wrapping my head around Jimmy with the Raiders, and I'm with that. But then I'm also like,
it's terrible.
No.
is he really that much better than Derek Carr? Like,
he's not.
I mean, the Raiders have the right
honestly, Stidham played his way into the conversation.
Stidham missed a wide open.
Study.
Stidham missed a wide open Devontae Adams over the middle and took a sack.
Okay, so does every quarterback.
Nah, you throw that ball.
He's a baby.
So does every quarterback.
He
bro.
stepped up into Chris Jones.
He was in his fucking second start versus Chris Jones, bro. At least he hung in the fucking pocket.
No,
and
he
took
didn't
a
hang
hit.
in the pocket. He got scared because he got hit and fucked up his leg and was like, okay.
Bro, he already had got fucked up before that, too.
No, but the last time he got his leg fucked up, he was like, yo, it's done. But had he actually, moved to the left.
Bro, he picked apart the number 1 ranked Niners defense.
Had he moved to the left and thrown that inside route, that in route to Devontae, changes the course of the game. But he didn't. He played good enough to put up a
Bro,
fight.
you're picking fucking 2 plays in a man's
football. That's all it takes.
2 start fucking career, bro. I'm not saying he's gonna be the fucking second coming or he's great, but I'm just saying, like, he's played himself into a fucking roster spot.
Okay, he's a backup.
Played himself in he showed
backups don't win Super Bowls. Starters do.
I don't know, man. There's
say
backup.
Nick Foles.
Say that
How
to
many
Trent
of Tom
Dilfer.
Brady's backups
Say
won
that
Super
to
Bowls?
Brad Johnson. Say
How
that
many-
to fucking
Garoppolo twice.
How
Jimmy
many
Garoppolo.
How many of Tom Brady's backups won Super Bowls on other teams?
I mean, Russell Wilson was a backup technically.
That don't fucking
Tom
count.
Brady was technically a backup.
No, he wasn't
Tom
a
Brady
backup.
was technically a backup.
No,
Ben Roethlisberger was technically a backup.
No, he wasn't. He fought for the job and won it. Same way
Like
Russell
mid-season.
fought. Okay, Russell.
He wasn't the day 1 starter.
Bro, he went 15-1 as a rookie.
He wasn't the day 1 starter.
He didn't start
Who are we
1
talking
week.
about? Are we
Ben
talking
Roethlisberger.
He didn't start
about
1 week.
15-1 his first year?
Yeah,
He went
They
15-1
went
as a
to the
rookie.
playoffs. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
they made the Super Bowl.
No, they didn't. They made the Super Bowl
I
next
thought it was
year.
the second
Oh
year.
yeah,
Yeah.
second year.
As like a 4th or 5th seed. But
Yeah.
bottom line is, Russ beat out a shitty Matt Flynn, and the Raiders
And then
Raiders.
Derek
could give
Carr
that
beat
contract.
out Matt Flynn.
Everybody beat out Matt Flynn. Matt Flynn was only great at LSU. On that LSU team that won a national title, which I don't even know how they won it, but whatever. You got to factor in a lot of things.
Glenn Dorsey.
And Marcus Spears.
Oh yeah, Marcus Spears was on that team.
Yes.
Swagoo.
Swagoo.
My friend calls Kenny Swagoo Jr.
Max was right, by the way. Max, you were right. But nah, I don't see Brady retiring unless he wants to go to Washington and try to fix it.
I think he'll do 1 more year. I think it's pretty obvious he's going to do another year.
I think he's coming back, but I
Who's
going to
pay him $35 million or $30 million for 1
Raiders?
year?
The Raiders.
There's too many good quarterbacks coming out in the next couple of years.
Tom has a history of allowing himself to be underpaid, though.
Brady, he ain't doing that shit no more. He like Kobe, like nah, it's the
He-
GM's job
he
to get under the
has been.
cap.
But technically, $30 million is underpaid for him.
No, like he don't even get paid half of that.
I could see him going to Tennessee,
Bro, Aaron Rodgers has like
He
$100
could go to
million cap hit.
Tennessee. All they got to do is get a receiver.
Aaron Rodgers has $100 million cap hit. Something ridiculous. Like he has. So Tom Brady
he has like $87 million.
Tom
left.
Brady could fucking get whatever he wants.
Tom Brady to the Titans. I'm
Tom
gonna just
Brady-
say that now.
Tom Brady has been famous for
There's no receivers
routinely
there.
taking pay cuts on purpose.
How many times has Tom Brady thrown to no receivers and made the fucking Super Bowl?
Yeah, but
Multiple
At least 3
this
times.
isn't-
At least 3
this
times.
is 47-year-old Tom Brady.
Doesn't matter.
This ain't 39.
They have a
Tom
great
Brady.
defense in Tennessee.
Do they?
Yeah.
Mm.
Landry
Do
tore
they
his
have a
ACL.
great defense?
Landry was hurt.
They're
A
gonna
bunch of
cut,
dudes
they're
on their
gonna-
defense
they're gonna
were hurt.
cut- They're going to cut Bud Dupree.
Yeah,
I
They're
can
going to
see him
cut
doing
Robert
that.
Woods.
I mean, he might take a pay cut. They didn't even throw the receivers last year.
I know.
And he had a team friendly deal. You get Derrick Henry on one more try. You draft some more receivers. Traylon Burks was hurt. Like realistically, I could see Tom Brady going over there saying you don't need offensive coordinator. Or if you're gonna hire offensive coordinator, hire Byron Leftwich. Me and him will put the
he
offense.
doesn't want Byron Leftwich.
I mean, the reason why he got what's his face? No, the reason why he got what's old boy out of there, the coach retired. He got Bruce Arians out of there because it's like him and Leftwich would put together the whole game plan, and then Arians would just come and destroy that shit. So they have a working relationship. But also, it's like Brady could be like in the back of his mind, dude, you're a coach and you were a bust in the NFL. Why am I fucking listening to you? Like, it comes to a certain point. Like,
let him do his thing.
Peyton Manning was his own offensive coordinator. Let's be honest. So is Tom Brady. It's the same thing. You don't really need an offensive coordinator. You just need a guy who will coach up everybody else. And what better?
That's an offensive coordinator. That's
Yeah.
literally the title, an offensive coordinator.
But if
Like you
the
literally
quarterback has
coordinate
to respect
all
him.
the different positions,
But if
and
quarterback
you connect
don't-
all that.
But the quarterback is the one who's calling the plays. And Brady's simple. 60% of the playbook for the Titans is hand the ball to fucking Derrick Henry. All you got to do is just be smart.
Which we
and
know
go
isn't
past.
sustainable and isn't going to win you a championship.
It's not sustainable once you get down by 15 points. But guess what? Brady kept a
just depends on the
shitty
system.
Buccaneers offense in games.
How many games
that's-
has Henry
that's-
missed the last 2 years?
He actually hasn't missed a lot of games. I think he played almost the full season this year. I think he only missed like 1 game.
I think he missed 2 or 3.
And still is like top 5 in rushing.
We'll see.
I don't know. I'm
He
just
missed
saying,
last year. Was on pace to rush for like 2,500.
He missed
25
2
yards.
this year and half of last year.
And had he not,
So 10 games.
he
About
missed
2
half of
years.
last year and
And he's
still
going to be
had
hitting 30.
like 980
and
yards.
he's going to be hitting 30.
That don't mean shit.
That means a lot for running backs.
Not him. He's a freak of nature. And he didn't play his first couple of years. He split carries like the first 3-4 years, bro. You got to remember that. Tom Brady in Tennessee with Mike Vrabel makes a whole lot of sense.
So who's higher draft stock right now? Aaron or Brady? Rodgers or Brady? Like
Well, Rodgers, the
If
issue is
Rodgers
the
gets out the
contract.
deal,
Rodgers is the contract.
Rodgers is leaving. Rodgers is 100% leaving. I put money on
No,
that.
he can't. He can't. No one's
he either
gonna take him.
retires or they trade
plays
him
in
to somewhere
Green Bay.
he agrees. Or they trade Jordan
But
Love.
even that, someone has to take
I
on
think
that.
he's made it extremely obvious that he's leaving. No matter what he does, if he retires, if he gets traded, if he whatever, he's leaving.
I
mean,
think
what's
a lot of
his-
guys
what's
on that
his
team
name,
are going to be gone.
When he was who was it? The guy that picked off Rodgers multiple times, the Lions player.
Kirby Joseph?
Yeah.
The safety, Kirby
He
Joseph.
can't. He comes up and asks Rodgers for his jersey.
I'm going to hold on to this one.
He goes, no. He's like, I want to keep this one. Why did he say that? Because he's leaving. He wants.
He could just
wants
be
his
being a dick.
He wants his last.
He never
no.
loses to the Lions, and that
No,
could,
bro. He wants his last game's jersey.
I
No, he
would-
was being nice. He was smiling and laughing. Like
I mean, anybody could be smiling and laughing while they're being
no,
a dick
because
to you.
he tucked his tail between his legs because he talked a bunch of mess before the game and then got schooled. So he was being super nice on the field. He was congratulating, shaking hands, whatever, patting on the back. Probably because it's his last game.
He
there.
could also send him a jersey in the offseason.
I'm okay. I'm calling you right now. Aaron Rodgers is not playing for the Packers next year.
All right, it's a fair point, and I'm calling it right now. Tom Brady to the Titans. It makes too much sense.
Honestly, I could see Brady going back to the AFC East. But
I'm not
How
giving up
easy of a
picks for
division
Rodgers,
is the
though.
AFC South?
I'm not
How
giving up.
easy of a division is the AFC South? The Titans won it, and they fucking sucked. Think about that. That's
how
the
easy of
easiest.
division is the Buccaneers division.
That's just
Like,
chat,
I
but
mean,
they're not
what were they,
beating the
7?
Eagles. No team in that division is beating the Eagles. They couldn't beat the Cowboys.
That's
The
NFC
Titans
East.
with Brady are not beating fucking the Chiefs.
Are you sure about that? But the refs on
We've
the
already
side?
seen that. We've seen them come
All
back
they
from 17-0 and whip that ass
Nah, bro.
in the title game to go to the shit.
the Titans.
With the
Tom
momentum.
Brady's not afraid of Patrick Mahomes.
He's not. And Tom Brady actually has a winning record against
He has
Patrick
a winning
Mahomes.
record against Mahomes.
He's beat him like 3-1.
And that includes the Patriots back in his final years whenever the Patriots were dwindling in
He's
their
beating them
dynasty
like
and their
4-2 or some shit like that. He's decisively beaten Patrick Mahomes.
Even in his last year when, what was it? It was like post-Edelman, post-Amendola, post-Gronk. He still beat the Chiefs that year, and we didn't have nobody.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
But even 4-2 is not that.
The
not
Colts
that
don't
big
have
of
a quarterback.
Difference. Like you guys
The
are making
Texans
it sound
are
like
garbage.
Like he's never bro. 4-2.
The Jags are his only competition.
It's one above 50-50. Like
the Jaguars are his only competition, and let's be
Jaguars
honest.
are trending up though.
all right.
And he don't care about that. Even if he loses, he's got to make the wild card.
Okay, to play to my fantasy, if Aaron Rodgers leaves, where does he go?
Raiders. You swap Carr for Rodgers. Bad contract for bad contract.
They wouldn't do that.
You got to cut your losses.
Green Bay wouldn't want Derek Carr. They already have Jordan Love. They would want draft picks.
Who you going to trade Aaron Rodgers to? They're not going to cut Aaron Rodgers. That'd be the stupidest thing.
I think they're
going to try to trade him first.
No one's going to want him.
So I looked into this, and pretty much the only two teams with enough cap space right now to do something for Derek Carr are basically, well, I'm not including the rebuilding team, so I'm not including the Texans, not including the Browns. They have a quarterback. I'm not including the Bears. They have a quarterback. The only teams that could really do it would be the Colts and the Commanders. Commanders don't have a third-round pick. They do have JDR, so that could work. That could work in Carr's favor or work against Carr, depending on how you look at it, because Carr kind of sold out JDR too at the end. And then the Colts, been there, done that. They're already all in on this quarterback class. They're going to move up to the draft and probably take someone either at 1. They're probably going to move up to 1. They're going to move up to 1.
Do they have? They don't even have the picks, do they?
I think
they might let somebody fall to them. They might let Richardson fall.
They got picks. Yeah, they got picks for Wentz. Fuck, I'll take Buckner.
Talking about Buckner?
Yeah, I'll take Buckner.
You might as well trade Leonard. You might just blow the team up if you're going to do that. Nah, chill. I would trade for Quentin Nelson. He had a bad year, but I would trade for Quentin Nelson.
Hold on. I'm trying to see what picks they have.
I think the Colts have like 15 pick.
Yeah, I don't know how many picks they have, but I know they have Washington's third.
The bottom line is,
I could see it. I could see him going to the Commanders.
What's the difference between Carr, Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold?
A lot.
Really?
I'd rather,
like six years experience.
Keep going, because Baker beat Carr head up with scrubs.
Baker has a playoff win too, I think.
Exactly. Carr doesn't.
I mean,
Carr has a higher completion percentage,
Baker has
more
touchdowns.
touchdowns.
Pro Bowls, right?
No, I don't think he does.
Baker has a Pro Bowl appearance.
Yeah, he does. I would rather have Baker than Carr.
You guys are stupid.
That's saying a lot.
You guys are stupid.
Respectfully, that's saying a lot.
Wait, that's not a lot, or it is a lot?
That's saying a lot to say you'd rather have Baker than Carr. That's a whole new set of problems you're going to inherit.
Baker has no Pro Bowls.
He was an alternate, wasn't he?
Maybe.
His best year, he was an alternate.
I thought he was
he
selected,
went to the Pro Bowl.
rejected or something.
Yeah, basically. Next year.
Hey,
Next
turn
year
him
will be
down
his
because he sounds. Are you like?
I think it's the Wi-Fi.
I'm gonna say.
Carr has 3 Pro Bowls. Not that the Pro Bowls matter, because we'll get to that later, but yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so basically we think Rodgers and Brady are both back. Rodgers, and one of them probably ends up on the Raiders. It's the consensus in the room. All right, moving on. Moving on. The other news of the week: Sean Peyton has entered the NFL coaching rumors carousel. There are reports that Russell Wilson has reached out to him, asking him to save his career. But yeah, it is kind of sad. But it makes sense. I mean, honestly, it makes a lot of sense when you really think about it. The Drew Brees connection, short quarterback. I'm sure the Mannings know Peyton well because they're tied into New Orleans and that franchise. So I'm sure they know him. And yeah, like I could see that definitely happening. I just don't know what the Broncos would be willing to give up to get Peyton since his rights are still with the Saints. But I could see that happening. I wouldn't give up a first rounder for Peyton. That's a lot, man, to get a coach. And then the other news is Brian Flores to the Cardinals. I didn't see that.
As the D coordinator?
Really? That's interesting.
I like that idea.
That defense needs help.
I think it'd be great. Really? What makes you think that?
Yeah, well, they still got to figure out what they're going to do with Hopkins, too, because they're talking about potentially trading. Or
I could see Hopkins going to the Patriots, to be honest.
You could see or you're hoping?
I could see and I'm hoping. The Patriots have the second highest betting odds to take Hopkins.
Really?
Yes.
That's interesting.
Mac Jones is QB, though.
We can't hear you, man.
Yeah, we can't hear you. It sounds horribly muffled, or you need
It's
to
like
back up from the mic.
But no, I think
it's the Wi-Fi.
Brian Flores at the Cardinals would be great because Brian Flores is he's an underappreciated coach, and Kyler Murray is an underappreciated quarterback, and it's an undervalued team.
How is he underappreciated? He got an extension like 2 years before he even needed an extension.
I'm talking about not via the team. I'm talking about kind of like the outward view of both of them. Like,
what you mean? Kyler was all the rage last year and the year before that.
And he not torn his ACL.
His team was just 4-12.
When he asked to be paid like he deserved,
And the whole West fell off.
like, basically the entire world shot on him for it. I don't know. I'm happy to see Brian Flores getting back into the circulation. What happened to him at Miami was fucked up. There's still not an explanation for why he was fired. An explanation that's besides racism, but
and yeah, explaining.
What? He had a winning record.
They won.
Oh,
Yeah,
because
they
he
wanted
didn't
him to
tank.
lose,
He
yeah.
didn't tank.
He's like, the fuck? Why would I do that?
I mean, they can use that excuse, but those texts that surface and that whole stuff with Bill Belichick and everything, it seems sus. Just saying. But I don't know. Clearly, there was some
Like Tom
dubious
Brady
stuff at
said,
work.
you're not going to beat 31 billionaires.
There was some dubious stuff at work.
If Tom Brady's a GOAT and he says that, better listen.
She said some dubious stuff at work.
I mean, for real, like
I haven't heard somebody say the word dubious in a while. It just sounds good.
All right, can we?
Nice word.
Can we
right.
all agree that the Brian Flores situation was sus?
Yeah, it was fucked up.
Yeah,
It
definitely.
was totally fucked up.
All right,
He interviewed for I think the Panthers or something.
all right.
I hope
Can we nix college football this week since we're gonna be talking a lot about that the next like 3 weeks?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
NFLPA game is NFLPA bowls and practices are next week. And then I'm going to be pretty much there in Pasadena. Then I'm going out of town like the day. I'm literally catching like a fucking Greyhound. I could take a flight, but it's only 5 hours.
You're doing that, bro. You
only
can
5 hours
get a
for
$30
$30
flight for $40.
I
saw a flight for $40.
I can get a bus for $20.
Why would you take a bus for $20 when you take a flight for $40 and literally cut your time in a fifth?
But it's early in the
How
morning.
far is the bus?
Like probably
only 5
4
hours.
hours? 5 hours?
5 hours.
A flight's only a flight's like 30 minutes.
It's like it had to be like an hour.
But I have to leave
Like with
okay,
parking,
the game starts at
and,
3.
but like actually in the air, like they don't even give you drinks. Like
if you're in first class, you do.
the drinks are like 30 minutes.
The
First class,
flight
you
has
do.
to be 280 miles at least for them to give you drinks.
Nah, first class.
So it's just less. It's basically just less than 2 hours.
I went to
is what
Vegas
the
on first
flight is.
class, and they gave me breakfast and all that shit.
It's Vegas is only like 100. You've never been to Vegas?
That shit
We
was
had
lit.
this conversation. Remember, I was like
Fuck.
talking about how I'd never been to Vegas before, and I was asking you guys. For
It's
suggestions.
like only 180 miles.
It's not. It was a 40-minute flight,
Okay,
and they
so it's
still
like a
gave
little bit
me
less than an
fucking
hour.
food.
But then it's a little bit less than an hour, and then you have to like drive to the airport, and then you have to get TSA checked, and you have to wait.
I get
and
that.
then you have to board,
I get
and
that.
then you have to
I'm
check
with
your
you.
I
bag.
got
with you on all
through
that.
TSA
But
in
even
And then
5
if you fly
minutes.
Spirit, if you fly Spirit, you got to check your bag for like $100.
But even with all that,
Well,
even with all the scenario you're laying out, max you're talking about like 2.5 hours,
so like half the time.
half the time.
For half the money.
But you're not including all the fucking shit you gotta do. You still gotta do the same shit to get to the bus. You still gotta get there and fucking.
I mean, I
check
don't know.
in
I
and
took
shit.
a
Greyhound
bus
has virtually
one
no
time.
fucking security.
I walked up to Greyhound. I asked them. I was like, "I'm going here," and they're like, "Okay." And then it was like, I hopped on the bus.
Yeah, there's like you can just hop on the fucking Greyhound with nothing.
But
And
I
I
would
could also
totally, I
go-
would rather take the flight. I'm just saying.
I don't mind long bus rides. I like the scenic route sometimes.
No, long bus rides scare the shit out of me.
Really?
I took a bus ride from Georgia
Bro.
to Dallas
I took.
Well, why the fuck would you do that?
because I didn't have a car.
That's horrifying.
I was trying to start my life. I moved.
God damn.
Me and my mom weren't on the greatest terms, and I moved out of her place, and I decided to finish high school in Texas.
Yeah, that's
so
some wild
I
shit.
took a Greyhound bus,
That's some wild shit.
and it was the greatest decision I ever made. Besides all the sexual harassment and and the scary people.
So you had your own version of what's the name of that book?
Some
damn it.
sort of Lifetime movie.
Nah, it's a
Your real
book.
life Lifetime movie.
Some
damn
guy
it.
tried to kiss me on the bus.
That's weird.
That's some
Some-
wild shit.
I was 6 days after I turned 18. I was a baby. And this grown man, he must have been like 50 years old.
Baby.
This grown man, he must have been 50 years old, came up and asked me if my ass was real. And I looked at this guy, and I don't look like I look young, and he looked
That's
even
a lot,
younger.
bro.
I
That's
looked-
In
a fucking
Georgia?
lot, bro.
Yes,
Yeah, that sounds about right.
it was in Atlanta.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That's
Like-
fucked up.
I look young now, but I looked even younger back then. I totally looked like a minor. And this guy was coming up. Ugh. Yeah, and then a different guy came up to me and talked to me for like 3 hours on a layover, which was really awkward. And then he tried to kiss me on the bus.
Ooh.
You're one of those people that's too nice, huh?
Oh my god! And
You didn't
then
know stranger
a
danger.
convict-
It's not your fault.
A convict fresh out of jail, like I'm talking, like he was in jail.
You got on the
in
last
that very
fucking
day.
bus ride.
That
in
very
Georgia.
day, he was in jail, and then hopped on the bus to like get where he was going. He
Where
was like,
did
he
you
was like,
sit on the
He's
bus?
like, "Hey, you look nice. Can I use your phone? I need to call somebody." I was like, "Oh my god, yeah, sure."
Did you get the phone back?
Yes, I got. He was nice. He was nice, but he was calling someone to tell him he just got out of jail and he needed to be picked up.
Where on the bus did you sit?
Various places,
Did you sit in the very front of the bus or like the back of the bus?
usually near a woman if I could.
So you definitely didn't sit in the front of the bus.
Not all, like middle, back, front. I was
Yeah,
in the
see-
I was in the very back whenever the convict approached me.
Oh shit. Well, yes, yeah. That's the rule number one when you're a woman traveling by yourself. You always sit in the front of the bus because weird shit be happening in the middle to the back.
I mean, I don't know. I was always a back of the bus kid in high school, so I just gravitate.
But you didn't know because you were like a fucking 18-year-old kid, fresh, just naked in the world. Like, that's horrifying.
I had a car. It's just my mom jacked it from me.
Yeah, but it's like those are wild circumstances. But normally, I'm just saying, like, Greyhound is actually like pretty cool.
It's nice.
Safe experience.
The people who ride it are a little bit different, but the Greyhound.
Ever since you saw that dude who got stabbed on Greyhound, but
the bus itself is not bad. It was fine. It was just.
I'm good.
It was
just don't sit in the back of the bus.
It was the individual.
Just
shit
like
before you
just
get to
like
the
how
station,
you said, there's some things in my life I don't need to do again. Greyhound bus is one of them.
I mean, now
anything I'll take the fucking Amtrak, bro. Like if I really want to take a fucking
scenic, fuck right now.
I'll take a fucking
train prices are high as fuck right now, and they shut part of it down.
Of coal and fucking the supply chain
and shit seems lit though.
I wish
I would take that shit too. I kind of
want to try that bullet train from LA to SF was already supposed to be done.
Yeah, they fucked that up. But also like the train. Like Amtrak right now, they shut part of it down over Christmas.
All right, guys, can we focus? We got 3 segments. We're
I'm
overtime.
almost done. If you just let me finish this, they shut it down because like the mountain range and shit was faulty. The ground underneath the train was faulty, so they shut the train down. I guess they got it back up, but yeah, I would never. I mean, I haven't took a train to Vegas since I was a child, and that shit was fun. But yeah, I'm good paying $200 for a fucking. I might just say fuck it and buy the flight and just pay for extra leg room on Spirit because I'm bringing the suitcase this time. You got to pay for extra leg room.
Bougie.
I'm definitely bougie.
Imagine you're sitting on a Greyhound and Kenny comes to sit next to you.
I'm the safest person to be around. What the fuck you mean?
Dude fucking taking up your armrest, fucking snoring.
I would rather someone take my personal space than try to steal a kiss from me.
And I purposely lean.
Yeah.
I purposely lean.
Definitely fair.
I purposely get an aisle seat and lean opposite from the person sitting at the window. I don't want the issue.
So every single person who walks to the front of the bus hits you.
Nah, I sit if I'm on the bus. Nah, like mostly I have my leg out a little bit, but then like I'm usually considerate. Like I don't like have my
people
leg
be kicking your leg and you don't even feel it because you ain't got nerves.
One time I didn't feel it. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
that ride back from Oakland, I low key did. San Jose, I know somebody kicked the shit out of me and I was asleep. It's like my bad.
You didn't feel it, but you felt like you should have felt it. Like you felt the air, but you didn't feel the pain. Like
I did. Yeah, I definitely didn't feel the pain. But it was like, But I mean, I don't know. I'll probably just get the flight because there are some cheap ones, but like it's like 51, 67. I just don't want to pay for my carry-on, but I'm cheap, so I'm just probably end up doing it.
Okay.
Because I know the hotel's gonna be a bitch, staying down there 5 days. That's why I'm like,
no, it shouldn't be if you know what you're doing. You should be able to find something decent.
I'm gonna stay probably at the Luxor again. I mean,
Luxor's kind of
pricey.
Nah, Luxor's kind of mid.
Really?
It's cool.
It looks cool.
It's nice for what's in there, but you're gonna spend a lot of money if you want to go fucking do everything.
Nah, the Luxor's mid as fuck.
That's where I'm staying. That's where we booked our thing because I was like, because the girl that I'm going with is like super sheltered, and so she can't do like the $16 hotels. You know what I mean? Because she's too scared.
The tram is right there, so.
And so we're doing the Luxor because it was the only place that we could agree upon that wasn't like ridiculously expensive, but like.
Like honestly, it's like,
and also
it's kind of like our lifestyle. Like it's like not lower class. It's like middle class. Like it's like literally mid. Like it's not bad. It's not ugly.
It's just like it's like just I feel like it would be better just because it's super famous.
Like it's got a good food court. Like in terms of like affordable kind of like fast food things.
The buffet
has a food court.
Yeah.
See, that a hotel has a food court. That's crazy cool.
And then they have the whole alcohol station.
Bro, there's 100 of them there.
Yeah.
That's like literally the thing. Like if that's blowing your mind, your mind's about to be fucked. Like you're gonna be like, you're gonna go to Vegas and be like, what?
Don't go to Johnny
is
Rockets. Their shit's overpriced.
What the fuck is this?
Don't go to Johnny Rockets. The shit is overpriced. Yeah, it is a change, but their breakfast menu is overpriced like a motherfucker. Just go to the buffet, pick out. They also have at the buffet all you could drink. You just pay I think like $5 for it. Have all the fucking mimosas you want.
I'm gonna go to the
8 to 3
casino, and then I'm gonna hit the penny slots. so I can get a bunch of free liquor
Good luck.
while I'm hitting the penny
Good
slots.
luck.
Everyone does that.
The penny slots are hard to find. Most of them make you pay like 25 lines. So even though they say a cent, they're really a quarter.
Really, you could just try
I
to
mean,
dial
I'm
the
okay
machines.
with that as long as I get free alcohol.
You just have to pace yourself. Yeah, you have to. And sometimes, and the way they've got it like set up, I don't know, man. I feel like they've set up their route to where they only see you like every 30 minutes, anyways. So it's like,
As long as you're putting a quarter in, like every once in a while.
yeah. I mean, the best way to get the free drinks is to sit at the bar and play the video poker or the Keno.
The ones that are like in,
Mhm.
yeah, that's what I was.
They're a little bit
thinking.
more. Like you would have to pay maybe like 50 cents or $1.
But,
But
you're
if you
getting
pace
served more
yourself,
often.
you're getting served more, and you're getting served better. So that's the best route to go if you really want to kill time and get free drinks.
Stay at the blackjack table.
I'm there for. I'm basically.
I mean, you could also go to downtown Vegas. It's a little bit more affordable. It's a little bit more walkable. It's a little bit less overwhelming. It's like
Definitely go to
more of a
the
working
overwhelming
class.
experience. I want the strip.
Well,
experience.
yeah, definitely.
Just if you
strip
take a
club.
picture
Like,
with
I
a
want
chick in a
I want the
bikini.
strip clubs, and I want to go to the
Make sure you
stupid
take a
Elvis
limo
church.
to the strip club. Don't Uber.
You need a
Call
limo to the strip club?
Why?
Yeah, you only take a limo to the strip club
What the fuck?
Why?
Wait,
because they're free or they're cheap. They're
What the-
usually free,
what the fuck? I didn't know this.
but the Uber will tax you more.
yeah,
Okay, I'll look at
I did not know.
Yeah, they have services like when
Why
you're
did you not
walking
tell
the
me this
strip, they're
before?
going to they'll give you cards and shit like that, and you can just call one of those numbers. Some of them are prostitutes, don't call those, but some of them will be limo services, and you can dial and they'll pick you up
I
wherever.
heard there's these ladies like the dress in these like big
Yeah.
If
checkered
you take
outfits.
pictures with them, you have to pay them.
Yeah,
So
I
don't
found
take pictures
out
with them.
that they'll be like, "Oh no, it's free," but we take
not
tips.
Tips, we only work for
And then-
tips, and if you
and-
don't tip, they'll fucking sass the
and
fuck out of you,
then-
and make you feel like the scum of the earth.
My mom
they
gave a
say they
chick a
won't-
$5
they won't
bill
take
and told them
anything
to split
less
it.
than $20 a model.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
My mom gave a chick a
They'll
$5
shame the
bill.
fuck out of you.
My mom gave two
They will
chicks a
shame you
$5
so bad.
bill.
I've never been shamed so bad in my life than when I was walking out of a day club and I took a picture with two sexy cops. And they were like, only
Wasn't that
$10.
Tommy? Wasn't that Tommy fucking whatchamacallits?
Because they know how to like make you feel bad to make you
They're
feel
like,
more.
only
so.
$10? And I was like, bro, that's all I got. Bitch.
gotta
I
make
don't even have a phone right now. That's why I'm
$10
walking the strip.
$10
Bro,
you will
for a photo.
You will only find me walking the strip if I'm down bad. I will not walk the strip. Either my phone is dead, I'm completely broke, or I'm walking with my girl. Like, I'm not walking the strip by choice. Like
If I'm walking
it's
the strip,
really
just to go get
overrated.
some liquor.
It's really overrated because it's like, in theory, it's cool because it's like everything's connected. Like, oh, I can walk one casino to the next casino. All that shit is far because all the casinos are built like, even though they're on the strip,
You gotta get up some shit to get to the actual casino.
even though they're on the strip, they're like way back in the street. So each one you
So,
go
like,
to, you
the-
gotta like
the
walk
Riverwalk?
in.
Have you all ever been to the Riverwalk?
In Laughlin?
No, in San Antonio.
No.
no,
I think you're kind of describing that. So
But yeah, so you have to walk far
way more
in.
people.
You got, like he said, you got to walk around shit because there's like you can't. Most
There's-
places you can't just cross the strip.
there's
Like you
loops
gotta walk
and-
up fucking elevators. And
there are
stairs.
free trams though. If you're near like certain, if you're near a spot like when I stayed at like a timeshare, there was like a free tram that takes you straight to the strip. So try to find one of those.
okay,
Hop on that. It'll take you
But
different.
you're
places.
on the strip, so you don't even need that.
Nah, but like if you want to go to the other side, because there's casinos off the strip too. But like they're like
okay. I think Lucas is dying just listening to us ramble. So
Bottom line is
Sorry,
though,
bro.
no, like these are real tips. Like when you're in Vegas, but like yeah, my mom literally gave two chicks a $5 bill, and I had to go back and give them another $5 because I was like, yo, mom, like you can't just give two chicks a $5 bill taking pictures with them.
All right,
That's
we
That'll
gotta get
cost some
through.
shit.
We gotta get through this show. And
My
we
mom
still
almost
have
cut one of
fucking
them with a straight razor. It was
post
bad.
meeting and fucking
she
Lucas
said,
needs another.
bitch, you can give me my
Lucas,
$5 back.
and Lucas needs another Red Bull. So let's get it. All right, take your tangent. Who wants to read?
I'll do it.
All right, go ahead.
All right, take our tangent. The Titans hire new GM Ran Carthon
From the Niners.
from the 49ers.
I'm gonna say it's great. Getting a person of color in the front office in one of the highest positions is always a win, and the Titans need it. They need a revamp. Kenny? As he sneezes?
It's weird. I have to sneeze and yawn at the same time. I don't know how to feel.
And I was confused which one.
I hate when that happens.
Going.
I was like, fuck. Like, I couldn't yawn, but I was like, damn it.
Have y'all ever sneezed and coughed at the same time?
Yeah. I did that at work, and they thought I was asleep on my desk.
I fucking hate when that happens.
They were like, are you okay? I was like, bro, I'm clearly not sleeping.
Like, oh, please, God, don't let there be a loogie off somewhere.
Like, oh, shit. Did I just spit and sneeze on myself? It's one of those.
All right, go ahead.
But yeah, it's definitely an A-plus win. Anytime you can pick off, like, the Niners who are great at player development and all that stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like, you throw in the Tom Brady, they get in the right players. The Titans could be right back in this thing. So good for them.
All right, next one.
What? It's Popeyes kid gets a billboard. Oh, the Popeyes kid from the meme.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
He's a Division II defensive tackle.
Offensive lineman.
What? You met him?
Wait. Yeah, because they all on him right now.
Yeah, everyone's probably on him right now. He probably get hit up by CNN and shit. It's fine. It's all good. You shot your shot.
Is that what do y'all think? Is that a W?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, man, like,
don't be a hater.
I'm not being a hater. Like, no, I think the sponsorship is a great idea, but I just think like the billboard.
I mean, he's
I don't know. The billboard was kind of mid. Like,
it's supposed to be.
Like, the billboard was kind of mid. Yeah, true, but
he's a distinguished gentleman who likes his chicken.
Pretty much.
I have to see the billboard.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
It's just like a regular ass billboard with his picture on it. Like,
hey, man, that's all you need.
It's pretty much like a if you know, you know thing. But
players
like,
have Bojangles deals.
They could have did something more. I think they could have did something more creative with it.
Nah.
Especially considering like it's a fucking main person who's like now a established gentleman who likes his chicken. Like,
oh, yeah,
like that would have been funnier, bro. Like if you would have did that, an established man who loves his chicken, like that would have been funny.
From Popeyes.
Yeah. See.
Yeah, I'm looking at the billboard.
I'm wasting
right
my
now.
talents. I swear, I need to be fucking working in a marketing agency. No, I'm just kidding. I heard that's terrible.
No, you're right. Next.
Harbaugh says Lamar is his guy. Take a tangent.
He said
John
Lamar
Harbaugh?
will be back 200%. He says his quarterback. Blah blah blah.
They fired Greg Roman left. I'm like, well, I guess you could probably pick Byron Leftwich as your offensive coordinator.
I mean, what else is he gonna say, right? And they could still franchise him. So it's like, what else are you gonna say? Can't just let him go for nothing.
And his knee wasn't healthy, so like RG3 said, like don't sit up here and create false narratives trying to kill this dude's career, calling him selfish when he didn't play because his knee wasn't hurt. He didn't travel with the team because he was sick. Those are the reasons why.
Who said he was selfish?
It was RG3. He was like, people were talking about how like, because he was talking to Steve Young and other guys, and they're like, let's not run with the narrative that he's not a team player. He didn't want to be there. He didn't play simply because his knee was hurt and he's not cleared. I played. He had a post. He's pretty much said what Michael Vick said was stupid bullshit, and it was. Michael Vick is like the most. Michael Vick went to jail for neutering and fucking up dogs, and once he got out, the media and life has just neutered him. Because, man, he says the most defeated shit I've ever heard a black man say. And it's just pathetic at this point.
What did he say?
Bro's like, he should have sucked it up and played. You should have never, I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go down that dark path. I'm not going to tap into that energy right now. But bottom line is, RG3 was like, I played with no LCL and no ACL in my knee. It changed the whole trajectory of my career. And I put a fucking brace on it and just shut up and played. And look how that turned out. And then RG3 showed where his knee went like 3 different directions on that fumble. Like his knee went one way, his leg was bent the other way. The shit was heinous. Like his knee was done. He should have not been out there. And nobody protected him. And he's like, I'm talking about football instead of playing it.
Yeah, but I think the biggest thing is
Same thing could have happened to Lamar. Probably worse.
Michael Vick existed so Lamar Jackson could. And you got to remember where Michael Vick comes from, bro.
Vic.
Michael Vick comes from fucking Virginia and spent his career in fucking Georgia.
I don't want to hear that.
Like,
he got caught for dogfighting.
Michael Vick could have never been his own agent. He could have never represented himself. He could have
Dante
never
Culpepper
been.
did that.
He could have never did the totally different upbringings, totally different careers, totally different everything.
That ain't
Like,
his
that's
fault.
not even a fair comparison.
Dante Culpepper was just.
But what I'm saying is, I understand where Vic is talking from because he's talking from an experience of being someone who grew up in these directly fucking racist.
He played for the
communities,
Eagles,
and also
that's different.
And also, he's speaking from a place of having lost football and having lost everything and not taking that for granted. Like, so for you to just call him corny and say that he's lame because he's speaking, like he's sharing his perspective. You did. You said he's defeated, but he's sharing his perspective.
He said a lot of defeated shit.
He's
this was just like
I feel like it can be both.
he just said put a brace on it. Like, bro,
it's not healthy enough to fucking put a brace on it. Stupid. If I have a partially torn ACL, like Philip Rivers did,
he didn't have a partially torn
But I'm
ACL.
saying, I know he didn't.
He had a partially torn PCL.
It was a grade. It was like a grade 3.
You could play with that. He could have played with that.
Could have, but what if he gets hit on it?
I mean, I'm not saying it's bad that he didn't.
Everybody says that until you get hurt and
he
you
could
Miles.
play on it, but he could play on it.
Does anybody give a fuck about Booby Miles today? No, they cared about Chris Comer.
I don't know. I think his opinion's outdated.
But yeah, I think that's fair. Yeah,
because I mean, a lot of guys put braces on it and play, and then they're injured, and then you never hear from them again. And it's like, oh, what happened? It's like, no, that's a shitty trope. Those are owners' talking points. That's why people were mad at Vic. Like, bro, stop speaking from the perspective of the owners. Speak from the perspective of a player who has something to lose.
But that's what I'm saying is. But what
year.
I'm saying is that's easy to say now in the era that we live in player empowerment, not from someone who's been literally institutionalized and he literally fucking
he needs to
trailblaze and took on a bunch of shit so people could come after
Lamar
him.
Jackson didn't dogfight, so there's no comparison to the type of person they are. Lamar Jackson never committed any crimes. Sorry.
Totally different upbringing. Totally different family
stop
structure.
comparing it.
Totally
Stop
different
comparing
community. Like,
yeah, because
totally
everybody in Lamar's family, everybody in Michael's family snitched on his ass.
Exactly.
More people snitched on Michael Vick than they did Young Thug. And Young Thug just got arrested in court because somebody passed him a fucking perk. Mid-court. A drug deal in the middle of a federal trial. State trial. It's not
I mean, that's part of why Michael Vick took the pleas, because they were going to hit him with racketeering and RICO charges.
And racketeering, you could give you 100 years for that.
He was
a fake charge.
Fucked off the money. Off the money. That's where it was.
He got a pretty good deal. I don't know.
He was the money.
I mean, it's a misdemeanor.
Yeah, he got fucked.
You got felony charges for a misdemeanor. That's like if you jaywalked and you got 45 years in prison.
I'm pretty sure it's been more criminalized recently, hasn't it?
Yeah, because they literally ran a campaign on dogfighting.
They literally changed the law, like literally as it was happening.
And then only persecuted black people for it, even though white people dogfight in the South too, and the Midwest. That's all they do is dogfight.
Cockfights are super popular in the South too.
And nobody's getting football numbers for that. That's what I'm saying. Nobody's getting a whole. He was on the news every day, like how Ray Rice got his career wrongfully ended for the shit with his wife. But Dana White can just bitch slap his wife and push her around and gets to decide his own punishment, and then gets to have the balls to come out and tell the world, well, if I punish myself, that's going to hurt the UFC. Only a white dude could say that. Like, so when we see all these narratives going around and certain people talking, it's like, you got to factor in, okay, Mike Vick is coming from a place of, they buck broke me in public. They made an example out of me. So I'm going to toe the company line and be safe. And when other black players have to come out and say, yo, your take is bullshit, that says something. RG3's like, nah, your take is bullshit, dog. And I come from the vein of a Michael Vick. And that's what RG3 did. RG3 had track speed and was great in the pocket and elevated the program just like Michael Vick did.
Stop it.
He elevated Baylor more than Virginia Tech.
Stop it.
Let's calm down.
Stop it. He didn't elevate.
He won a Heisman. Vic won a Heisman. He won Rookie of the Year. He won Rookie of the Year and was a Pro Bowler, had like a 90-yard touchdown run. Go back and look at RG3's Rookie Year before Haloti Ngata snapped his knee in half. It was better than Michael Vick's Rookie Year.
What does that mean, bro? That's why they drafted Kirk Cousins in the same class?
But that was some racist bullshit.
Come
that
on,
was
bro.
some bullshit.
Come
that
on,
was some.
bro.
You wouldn't draft Peyton
Come on,
Manning
bro.
first overall.
RG3 has said
then
some questionable shit that you've dragged him for too.
He
bro.
has.
So that's what I'm saying, bro. You pick and choose.
No,
when,
I'm not
when
picking
shit's
and
convenient,
choosing,
bro.
I'm
yeah,
not picking
you
and
do.
choosing.
You do, bro.
I'm not. I just
because you
gave
dragged
him
the
both sides.
fuck. You've dragged.
I
the
just
fuck
said Vic
out of
was right,
RG3,
but in this case,
and now,
he was dead ass wrong.
And now you're picking.
I mean,
his side.
RG3 said some sexual innuendos on national television. We looked at him
RG3
like,
said a lot of shit, bro.
and got away with it, trying to be edgy and trying to be himself. But it's like, bro, you gotta cool out. He didn't say, "Yeah, you should just strap it up and play and shut up." Like what? Like, hey Vic, don't your kids own dogs? Don't you own a dog?
What does that have to do with anything?
What I'm saying is,
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like Michael Vick is like ass for what he did. Like he's fucked up. But I don't really know. I also don't.
He's done more for
I
PETA
also-
and fucking.
he's done more than
Humane
Peter's
Society
ever done for animals.
than anybody else now. So
Yes.
everything that you think that he did and should be burned for, like he's
He's
already made
erased
good on
all
all
that.
of it.
Yes.
I mean, is it because he's trying to salvage his reputation?
No,
They kind of killed his reputation.
not.
They
His
didn't let
reputation
him
was
have
good.
it. They still don't let him have reputation.
They still don't let him have a reputation.
But now he has to like be so safe and conservative when he's talking. It's like, bro, just say what you really think instead of being so scared to speak that you just say what you want. Somebody wants, you know what they want to hear, so your bosses don't fire you. That's lame. That's the part that other analysts don't like, that they've called him out on. Like, bro, you can't be this scared of white folks.
he's not even a media personality like that, though. He's like a
But when
freelancer.
he does,
He's
comes
like
out and says some shit that if Skip Bayless said it, you'd be all over his ass. Or if the white dude who was
But it's
racist
not
as
Skip
hell
Bayless.
and went to
But it's
he
not
went to
Skip
Fox.
Bayless.
What's that dude? Will something? You remember dude from ESPN? Everybody hated him. The white guy.
Yeah. I know
He was also pro Trump shit, and then he ended up like getting owned by Bomani Jones.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, that dude. If what Mike Vick said came out of his mouth,
Totally different.
everybody would be killing him.
Totally different. Totally different.
Everybody would be killing him for it.
It's totally different. You're talking about a dude who's never taken an NFL snap versus
Yeah,
a dude who's been a number one pick.
I think
Totally different.
Player
Nah.
perspective is a little. I
Totally
mean, I don't
different.
agree with the
Player
take.
perspective is different, but how would have been approached in media would have been much different. Like, no one would have made...
Bro, it's like Oscar Robertson. Like, Oscar Robertson says
go
some
back to
shit.
the triple-double thing again?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it's like, think about where he comes from. Think about his experience.
But I
like,
mean,
yeah, his shit is dated.
are we being honest?
It's not right. We're in a different era. We know better. Like,
They were
players have more
bullshitting
power.
with the numbers back then, too.
But the truth is, like,
they were bullshitting with the
that's
numbers.
disrespected.
They were bullshitting with the numbers back then, too.
he had to work twice as hard with everything.
I mean,
he was
there's a
getting
lot of
There was
players-
less
bro.
talent.
He was in Milwaukee. He was
There was
getting
less
fucked
talent.
up, bro. They would
The worst player
would
in
get-
the NBA now is better than some of the best players back
they
then.
would get fucking abused, bro.
Yes. But
In Milwaukee.
let's not act like
I mean,
stat padding was much easier back then. The level of talent was much lower.
His opinion isn't like prehistoric. I mean, there's still players. There's still players today that are even worse. I mean, look at Tyron Smith. I mean, he must be worse. Dude's been injured like every single game of his career, and he continues to play through it. I mean, it's not like I don't agree with it, but it's not like it's ancient.
Byron Jones got called out by his coaches, essentially.
I mean, to me, the way I see it is, like they say, don't pocket check people, don't look at their pocket, like stay out of their contract negotiations. Like to me, it's the same thing with your body. All right, like that's your energy, that's your money. It's like it's up to the individual whether or not you play for it. Like I don't think players should be saying like, "Hey, you should play," or "Hey, you shouldn't play." Like it's up to the individual. If they feel like they are able to, then yeah, play.
Yeah.
If not, that's your own shit.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's the way I look at
I mean,
it.
if Tyron Smith take time to let his body heal, I think that it would have been worked out a lot better for him, to be honest. But it's a big difference, though, between like an individual like Tyron Smith who decides to play through injuries and destroy his body versus like Tua, who gets forced to play, even though he's not healthy and not ready, and then gets hurt worse.
And the truth
I don't want to say
is,
he can get his eggs
and the
scrambled
truth
anymore.
is,
That's
if
just
Lamar
serious.
Jackson had that Aaron Rodgers or Deshaun Watson money, maybe he would have put a brace on him and played.
I mean, I respect him for not.
I would think so.
Yeah.
Because you're protected. But they, like, you give Kyler Murray money, and then when it's time for Lamar to get paid, nobody wants to pay Lamar. Yeah, I'd be mad too. I'd be like, hey, dog, I've been your best quarterback and your fucking most productive running back since I came here.
And that's the hard part.
You're giving me no help.
That's the hard part with Lamar is like even with all the Raiders' hopes of all the Raiders fans' hope of wanting him, it's like I want him.
Got enough, Chief.
I would want Lamar Jackson to be a Raider for sure. He looks great, silver and black. But also, he hasn't finished the last 2 seasons.
I mean,
so it's hard.
The whole team was hurt, though.
No, so it's hard to know.
But the whole
I'm not putting that against him. I'm just stating the fact that he didn't finish the last 2 seasons.
But why are you saying it if you know it's not a valid point?
Because the point is, I don't know if he can save a franchise as the only one guy. Because I've seen him in the playoffs not do that, and when he's had the talent around him, he's been hurt. So I don't know if he can do it. When has he had the talent
around him?
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying is, so if he went to the Raiders, it would be the same shit.
No, there's more talent
of either him getting hurt and not finishing out the year, or
if Devontae Adams,
I don't know. Maybe he finishes a year, maybe it's more, but I don't know.
If Devontae Adams and Darren Waller and Josh Jacobs were on the Ravens, they'd probably be the number 1 seed.
With that defense, yeah, but with the
Raiders offense,
with the Raiders defense, no.
Well, then you can't blame the quarterback for that.
I'm not blaming the quarterback. I'm saying the fact of he hasn't finished the last 2 seasons, so it's hard
because
to know.
His team has been hurt. Like everybody, including the fucking ball boy, was on IR. Their mascot was on IR.
Again, bro.
No, their literal mascot tore his ACL.
Again, bro.
Popped his shit in front of the world.
I'm not saying that's Lamar Jackson's fault. I'm just saying that's the fact. The fact is,
that's not a fact.
He hasn't finished the last 2 seasons.
That's inconvenient truth of history. That's not really necessarily.
What the fuck? I mean, you just said inconvenient truth. Like, yeah, that's called a fact. Like, that's literally a fact.
Okay, Tom Brady has like more Super Bowls than God, but is he the reason they won every Super Bowl? No.
But that's what I'm
Fact
saying.
Versus the truth.
That's what I'm saying. So if he went to the Raiders, I'm not convinced that he would be
he's not
enough
going
to
Raiders.
be a championship.
This is a bullshit convo anyway because he's not going to the Raiders. You brought it up.
But
they don't have enough. They don't have enough anything. They would have to trade They would have to trade Devontae to get Lamar.
Well, they wouldn't.
That's still not
enough. They could give up their draft.
Shit.
They could give up their draft.
Shit. You need a little bit more than that.
Why?
You need a little bit more than that. If I'm Baltimore, not giving up a generational talent. Oh, you got to give me Jacobs. You got to give me Waller.
You can't do sign and trades in the NFL. So how the fuck are you going to give up Jacobs?
They're gonna what? Franchise him, right?
You can't do sign and trades in the NFL.
Well,
you want me to say it again?
Okay, Lamar.
You can't do sign and trades in the NFL.
Waller's under contract. So hey, bring Waller's ass over here. You can play receiver.
You can have him.
And you gotta give me.
You can have Darren Waller for a 4th-round pick.
You gotta give me. No, fuck that. You gotta give me 2 firsts.
Darren Waller hasn't finished the season either.
You got to give me 2 firsts.
Darren Waller didn't even play half last year either.
2 firsts and 2 seconds for
Lamar Jackson. You can have Darren Waller. What are you going to do with him with Mark Andrews?
I need 2.
Have 2 tall-ass slot receivers? Cool.
Shit. They only throw to their tight ends anyway.
Have fun. Have fun with that.
They got 17 tight ends, and all of them got catches. Isaiah Likely.
But
the other dude they drafted.
But yeah, that's the only thing. Is like it's hard to know where Lamar is at because he hasn't finished the last 2 seasons. That's all I'm trying to say.
I mean, but when he does play, I mean, it's exceptional.
He's the best player. He's other than Mahomes, who's better? And he's beating Mahomes head up.
I don't think that he deserves to be discounted because of injuries.
But for 22 weeks,
I mean,
not 12, not 15, 22,
bruh. It's his team's fault he got hurt.
I mean, it's out of his control.
That's the game.
That's
the game, though. It's like
the offense.
You can't say
it's built on his
like, bro. It's the fucking
game.
That's the game. Around him. It's literally the game.
Yeah,
his starting first.
Everybody gets
if he was rusty and he played like shit when every time he came back, it would be different. But he didn't. Like he plays at a high level every time he actually plays.
That's what I'm saying. Is we don't know if he's gonna play.
He didn't play because his knee was hurt.
But I'm telling you, the last 2 seasons, he's only been in the league 5 years.
And I mean, I don't
right. So 40% of the season, 40% of the seasons, we have data that say 40% of the season he hasn't finished.
Bro, that's like saying
Mahomes is a bad QB
and even in those other
year. Even in those other 3 years, he was hurt as well.
That's like, and he still played through the injuries.
Right, and so he's deciding to prioritize his health, and I don't think we should chastise him for that.
I'm not chastising
Yes,
him.
you are. You're literally making the argument that you
him.
shouldn't be paid and that he's not.
I never said that. I never once said that.
Because he's
I never
prone.
said any of that.
You
I never said
he
any
hasn't
of
missed
that.
the last 2 seasons.
I never said any of that.
You inferred
I never
it.
said any
You're
of that.
inferring it.
All I'm saying
These
is
the same talking points anybody else would use to discredit him. That's not getting paid.
Listen, bro. This is what I'm talking about. You don't listen. I never
listening.
said any of that.
You didn't.
I said Lamar Jackson, I'll give him $50 million. I'll give him $100 million. Listen, bro.
You did.
What I'm saying is I don't know if I don't have a great team around Lamar Jackson if he's going to take me to the Super Bowl because I have data that shows he is only good for 15 out of the 22 weeks.
That's not true, actually. He got severely hurt.
NFL is availability, bro. That's the name of the game, right?
I guess you don't know if he has. Are you trying to say you don't know if he has any longevity?
Take the COVID game out.
I don't know.
I mean,
there's questions. There's uncertainty. Like
he had one injury.
I mean, an injury-prone.
I'm not saying he's injury prone. I'm just saying
he said he hasn't finished the last 2 seasons.
He's been injured like every year.
What is that?
Played, right?
Yeah,
it's football. Everybody's
injured. I would consider him injury prone.
Everybody's injury prone in the NFL.
I would say he just hurt. He gets banged up. Like everybody does.
Okay, then. But you're emphasizing it by saying he hasn't finished the last 2 seasons. Finish the sentence because he was hurt and the whole team was hurt. Literally, the Ravens have 30 guys on IR.
My example is this. We don't know what he looks like versus Joe Burrow in the playoffs because he hasn't been healthy the past 2 years. We don't know what he looks like versus Mahomes in the playoffs these last 2 years. So what I'm saying is if you're a team adding him, hoping he's going to be in the Super Bowl, you don't know that. You're taking a gamble.
They build a team around him.
Yeah, exactly.
If you put him on the Titans.
But that's what I'm saying is a team.
What
I'm saying is what team out there can afford to give up 3 draft picks for Lamar Jackson, give him $50 million, and give him a team around him?
A team that already has
what team?
A team that.
What team?
Let's see.
What team could do that? The Ravens. That's it.
No, wait. Give me a second. Could say the Saints.
The Saints don't have the cap. The Saints are like $30 million over the cap. Try again.
They got picked.
Come on, let's keep drawing straws. Let's keep.
Pay the luxury tax.
There's no luxury tax in the NFL. This ain't the NBA, bro.
Bro, they could pay that shit. Or put something in escrow. They can put something in escrow.
All right. Fuck, we're way over time. This show got away. All right.
Okay, I'm going to say the next one.
Go.
Okay. Russell Wilson. I don't like the wording of this.
We already did that one. You can skip it.
Okay.
We don't talk about Russell Wilson anyway.
Tom Brady not in Super Bowl broadcast?
Yeah. How do you guys feel about that?
I literally have no idea what this is referring to.
So Tom Brady was supposed to be in the Fox Super Bowl broadcast, and then he's confirmed that he's not going to be in that.
Why? Is there speculation as to why?
Yeah, he declined it.
Good
but he was supposed to do it, and then he declined it.
Oh. I mean, I don't know.
No, he declined it.
I'd rather listen to Greg Olsen.
When did he decline? After the loss?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, he might change his mind.
Oh.
I mean, I guess
I feel like it's just best not to speculate because at the end of the day, like.
But I'm just saying, like, would you want to hear Tom Brady on the Super Bowl? Would that make you enjoy it a little bit more?
Oh, absolutely! Like seeing Tom Brady in a broadcast, like in a Troy Aikman-esque or Tony Romo-esque like position, that would be so cool to like hear him on that side of the aspect of the game. But so yeah, it sucks that he declined. I guess I thought you were saying like. Is it sus that he declined?
No, I just mean like.
Oh yeah, that sucks. I didn't even know he had it. So I guess I have disappointment for the last 30 seconds.
It's like you have FOMO that's not there, but it's there now.
But that's part of the rumors too. Is that he's gonna leave? That would be where he would go when he leaves. Is he join the Fox booth?
Yeah, I thought that was already kind of like a thing, is that he was going to. But then like they got pissed because he went back to football.
Basically.
We'll see. Maybe the deal
not
got torn
that pissed because they asked him to broadcast Super Bowl. So
yeah,
I mean he's trying. Looks like he's going out of his way to try to burn the bridge, though. if he just keeps declining and pushing it.
All right, last one.
Okay, the Patriots want Bill O'Brien. Please no. Please, God, no.
Again, I'll leave that to you two.
God, no.
Lucas, you want Bill O'Brien?
I mean,
Allegedly.
He's all right, I guess. I mean, he's been.
Here we go.
I mean,
Let's talk about.
then who? Oh, then Bill. I mean, anything's better than the devil himself. I don't know. I mean, Bill O'Brien's been with the Patriots before, right? Before Houston.
Yeah, that's where he started. I think he's the last offensive coordinator, right?
I mean, that's why he got the head coaching job.
Yeah, I think
Houston.
is Bill O'Brien the last offensive coordinator?
No, it was Josh McDaniels.
Oh yeah,
He was a
before
QB
McDaniels.
coach.
Prior to Josh McDaniels, I think it was Bill O'Brien. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure he was successful there. I mean, that's why he got the head coaching job with the Texans, probably.
Cussed out by Brady too.
Yeah. I mean, Brady's gone, so he doesn't have to be afraid of Daddy anymore, so he can come back. But I don't know. I mean,
He's gonna have to compete to get the job of Mac Jones. He's not gonna want to
anything's
do
better than what we got going on right now. We need a body, like we need somebody. We need someone to have the job. So I don't know. Oh, fuck Matt Patricia. All my homies hate Matt Patricia.
All right, Lucas, you ready to read? Are you ready to read?
He's like, I thought we were done.
He closed his laptop. Touchdown or turnover?
I'll read the first one while he's getting it together. It says Oh,
He got it.
Oh, you have it? I thought you said you didn't have it.
He got it.
Okay. Oh, I was just gonna read the first one. I wasn't trying to take it away from you. Go ahead.
Go ahead,
No,
Lucas.
bro, go ahead. Go ahead.
Go.
Somebody go, for the love of God.
We'll say it's a turnover.
I didn't even hear the question.
He said touchdown or turnover, Pro Bowl games turn into flag football.
Yeah, it's touchdown.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I'd rather see flag football than the bullshit I've seen in the past. Stop disgracing Sean Taylor's memory. I'd rather see that an accidental sideline pop than like fake ass tackling.
I agree. With
Somebody
Kenny.
getting 20 yards to get their fucking contract.
I'm good. I'd rather see flag football with Hall of Famers and old people than.
I think they're trying to make it more attractive to dudes who usually don't want to risk injury at the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, imagine you tear your ACL at the Pro Bowl. That's happened before.
What they're really doing though, is just planting the seed for all this shit to just be 7-on-7 and fucking 2-hand touch. There you go.
Where will the linemen go?
I thought it's been flag football for a couple of years.
No.
I mean, they're transitioning the Pro Bowl into the skill thing is like basically what the Pro Bowl is now. Like that's what everybody watches.
40-yard dashes.
Nobody actually watches the games anymore. I feel like.
Yeah, I think that started when people started declining, and I think once they moved it before the Super Bowl, they really just kind of took everything out of it because they that gave the Super Bowl teams an out, which was already a lot of great players, and then that just fucking snowballed into the other good players who didn't need to play, didn't have any incentives not playing, and then people got pulled up who maybe shouldn't have been there, getting bonuses off that, and so it just kind of parlayed it into fucking a hodgepodge of clout, and so now that's just what it is.
I really do think though, making it flag football will make it more attractive to players who usually don't want to risk injury.
And I want to see a lineman get like a 30-yard catch and run.
But the thing is, man, That would be more fun, entertaining.
I want to see a lineman reverse. Fuck that. I want to see skills blocking.
That'd be more entertaining.
I want to see skills blocking and linemen playing
bro,
quarterback.
y'all act like people don't tear their ACL in flag football and Achilles in flag football.
As long as they don't do it on turf.
Well, yeah, non-contacts are the worst types of injury, but it's like
you can't prevent those. It's just just a time bomb.
That just happens.
Yeah. All right, next one. We can go through these fast, Lucas. Yeah, rapid fire. Just read it off, and what does it say? Touchdown or turnover?
I thought this was fade or fair. Damn.
Touchdown. That defense took massive steps back. Kenny?
More cracks in it than the San Andreas fault. That defense had...
Touchdown. That should have happened like 3 years ago.
Yep. When, Lamar was playing at it, right after that MVP season or a year after it, when you could have probably went up and actually got a premier receiver in the draft and actually put together a vertical passing offense instead of having 3 running backs rush for 800 yards and your quarterback rush for 1,000 yards. Like, you kind of realizing...
Didn't they have that with Hollywood Brown?
Yeah, but receivers hate that offense because there's a lot of blocking and no catching. Tight ends get the bulk of the pass catches, bulk of the reps. And it's like you have all these receivers, guys who can stretch the field, but then you don't use them. So,
Well, they're decoys.
like Greg Roman should honestly probably just go to like the Texans or the Packers and just eat.
All right, next one, Lucas. One's hard for me. Yeah.
Huge turnover.
I think it's a touchdown.
He got scapegoated because Brady played like shit.
Pretty much.
Brady didn't play like shit. But
Brady definitely played like shit.
Pretty
I mean,
much.
on what standard? Brady's standard?
No, like just from a starting quarterback standard. Played
Wasn't
like
he
shit.
top 5 in passing yards?
That don't mean nothing.
Leftwich has already cooled off as like a head coaching candidate.
He had the Jacksonville job, but he didn't take it because they wouldn't let him bring his guys. But he could, if you knowing what he knew then, now I'm pretty sure he would have took the Jacksonville job.
I would have fucked it up.
Maybe, maybe not. I mean, Urban Meyer got the job.
They love Doug, bro. Doug is a great coach.
Urban Meyer was there first, though.
Yeah.
Remember that.
Mm.
You never know. Shane Day.
Yeah, they did.
Turnover because
nah, they shouldn't have fired Staley.
You fired Staley after some shit like that.
But how do you fire Staley when he's progressed every year? You can't. That's stupid.
What do you call blowing a 30-point lead in the playoffs?
His first playoff game as a coach.
We're gonna count that Raiders.
His first playoff game.
That Raiders game was kind of a playoff game.
I guess
it was win or go home, and you fucking called the timeout when the Raiders were happy to tie it. That was a whole. They had everything to go to the next round.
I think the turnover though is you can't really blame him because half that offense was hurt like literally all year. They lost their tackles. They lost their receivers. Running backs were up and down.
Austin Eckler, and the left tackle came back to play. Bottom line is, you had everything you needed to get. You were up 27-0 on the road.
I mean, that's not directly his fault, though.
It kind of is.
Not directly his fault. But.
Nah, it's his fault.
I mean, he can't go out in the field and play.
Yeah,
but you can adjust your game plan to help your quarterback.
Didn't you hear what Peyton Manning said
in the third quarter?
Didn't you hear what Peyton Manning said?
In the third quarter, halftime adjustments don't exist. I get it.
Yeah,
they were producing.
Everyone gives you a fucking orange and says, "Good job, get back out there."
But the third quarter, you might want to make some adjustments, my guy. The fourth quarter, you might want to make some adjustments, my guy. Now 30 or 30-3 or 30-0, 27-0.
The Chargers are gonna charge, bro. That fucking curse
some deadbolt shit
goes back way longer than fucking Staley's ever been alive.
I think firing him when they're on the cusp of something great is.
I think that's bad organization.
I mean, I'd fire him and sign Sean.
I think that might be a reason for Staley to get fired next year. If the offense takes steps back under whoever they bring back, definitely. But if they progress again, if they win another playoff game, like if they win a playoff game next year, you really gonna fire Staley? You can't.
I'd fire him and hire Sean Peyton.
Sean Payton said he doesn't want to deal with them. He already turned the job down. He doesn't want to deal with the Chargers.
Poor guy.
All right. 2 more. I think that's a turnover because their defense competed and played better than expectations, and they also had injuries. I'm surprised their defense was good, actually. Honestly, I really was. Kenny?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get that.
All right, next one.
That's good. As long as they get rid of Jadeveon. As long as they get rid of Jadeveon Clowney's ass. That's a team cancer, boy.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's a touchdown too. He won a Super Bowl with the Eagles.
Knows how to get pressure on guys.
Exactly.
Won a Super Bowl with the Giants.
Wasn't he the Bears or the Broncos head coach? Wasn't he head coach?
He was a head coach before, but he also won a Super Bowl with the Giants and the Eagles.
All right, we're almost there. Fair or fade? Gesicki knocking out Trent Williams accidentally, and then trolling him about it in a press conference. Fair or fade, Kenny?
Wait, it was Trent Williams?
Yeah, it was Trent Williams. He pancaked Trent Williams. You didn't see the video?
It was Trent Williams?
It was Trent Williams, number 71, bro. He even trolled him in the press conference.
But the Dolphins didn't play the Niners.
This was... Wait, what? What
You said Mike Gesicki.
No, I said Gesicki.
Who the fuck is
Juice? Juice.
I was going to say, what the fuck are you talking about?
You know I can't talk.
Kyle Juszczyk?
Yeah, whatever.
Jesus Christ.
Whatever.
I'm like, the Dolphins are
Juice. Yeah, Juice.
It's
whatever.
not Juice. It's Kyle Juszczyk.
They call him Juice.
Whatever. You probably should have emphasized. She should said the 49ers fullback or H-back.
Yeah, I could have
Who
said
played for the Ravens, by the way.
Yeah.
He was drafted by the Ravens.
Yeah, I knew that. Thank you.
Yeah, just want you to know that.
There's only like 4 teams
I
that
did
use
not
a
know
fullback.
that. Thank you.
There's only like 4 teams that use a fullback, so you could honestly go A, B, C, or D. Like, it's either the Ravens, the Raiders, the Niners, or the Cowboys, or sometimes the Seahawks and the Pats, depending on what they're running that year.
Sometimes.
But yeah, so he laid out Trent Williams, fair or fade, and then trolled him about it in the press conference.
Okay. Wait, hold on. So the fullback laid out his own left tackle.
So pretty much what happened was the defensive end pirated in. He fucked up Trent Williams, crossed his face, and was beating him. And Gesicki was trying to do
It's not Gesicki.
Whatever. Juice was trying to do a chip, and he missed because Trent Williams got beat so bad, and he just laid him out, pancaked him.
I mean, that's fair. It happens. He's
But
6'6", 300 pounds, running a fucking 4'8", damn near 4'7".
And then
bowling
today
people
or
over.
yesterday when they had a press conference, someone asked him about it, and Juice was in the background. He was like, "Trent, I'm sorry." Like,
Yeah, you gotta apologize.
I mean, I think it.
Gotta buy him dinner.
It was all love. I mean, he was just playing around.
the reason why I put this is because, bro, most linemen don't wear back pads.
None, actually.
And a lot of times, especially like in practice and stuff, when running backs are trying to like show off, they'll just run into your back just to show that they're putting in effort hitting the hole. And it's like, bro, like I don't have a back pad, my guy. Like, be considerate. I don't have a back pad, my guy.
Like, I hear running backs run up the back of your legs. Like, oh, well, fuck me and my ability to walk. Because your stupid ass can't go around. I bet you drive great, you piece of shit.
I mean, I'll take that over a back spear.
I've seen dudes get their legs fucking... I've seen ACLs get torn behind that.
You'd rather get.
But that's-
get hit in the
I have
back
my
than
knee
gut leg?
hyperextended because some asshole ran up the back of my leg.
I'd rather get hit in the leg because my legs bend. Your back don't
No.
bend.
Your
The
back
only
don't-
reason why your shit would tear is if your like foot is stuck in the ground, and which shouldn't be if you're run blocking because your feet should be moving.
No, but somebody can put all their weight on your foot, and then your foot's compressed in the ground because that's how I shattered my foot.
Well,
Right.
why is your foot? Why is your
If
foot
I'm
getting pinned in the
driving,
ground?
Because the person, you don't know who's behind you
shouldn't
falling.
be. You should be moving your feet if you're driving.
Yes, but if I put all my weight on the back of your fucking leg as you're running, if enough of my body is on your leg holding your foot down, your foot ain't going nowhere. And if it does, it's going to violently snap in the opposite direction. That's how that shit works.
Yeah, but if your foot is
That's
moving, it
physics.
shouldn't
No,
get
it's
stuck.
physics. Fuck what you're saying. That don't work. I know it don't work. I have the
man.
injury history to prove it, and
I
coaches
guess, man.
will tell you, like, it doesn't matter who you are. If you're running and somebody hits you and
I've been
There-
hit. I've been hitting the leg. I've
you've
been
never
hitting
had
the
your
legs
leg
plenty of
fucking
times,
dislocated, you never got
because I
Marcus
keep my
Lattimore.
feet moving.
I kept my foot moving too, and that's what caused it to fucking snap in 5 places. Because once I moved it,
That
I was
doesn't even
moving
make
it.
sense, though,
All
but
his
all
weight,
right.
no, all somebody's weight slams into you, and you go down, but all their weight goes down on you too. It's like that's why they put the flag in when you tackle somebody to the ground, and your body weight crushes into them because that momentum has to go somewhere. And sometimes
I understand that, but
and
why
that
is
can
it
happen
going
to the
why
back
is
of
it
your
going-
leg if you don't see it coming. It can
But
happen
even
to your back if you don't see it coming.
But even if it happens in the back of your leg, your knee's gonna bend. You're just gonna fall.
Not necessarily, because
I
what
mean,
if the dude you're hitting somebody and then all they do is have to reset while you're blocking them or pancaking them, and then they stand you up, and now you're
Why are they standing you up?
Because bro, it's a bang bang play.
Why are
That
they
shit happens.
standing you up, bro?
No, I'm saying
That's
if you're
where you went
driving
wrong.
them, if you're driving them,
You should never
and
stand up
somebody
on a
falls
football
into
field.
you, automatically, like it doesn't happen. It's not a slow ass process. It happens very quickly.
I
People can
understand.
run up the back of your
I
leg.
understand.
It's like
I've had
getting
it happen.
It's like getting
Seen
hit
it
in a
happen.
car from behind. Like you didn't just sit there waiting to get hit. No, some shit happened. That motherfucker couldn't slow down, or you didn't see it, or you tried to move out the way.
Yeah, but
and you got
nobody's
clipped.
coming down on your tire. Like how does that happen? Like
Okay,
someone's
it's usually from the side. It's never usually straight up your ass. Because I mean, that's like if that happens, like you were standing up. Like that's the only way that really happens. But if somebody catches you from the side, your shit can be done.
I think it depends on the amount of personal strength you have,
Yeah.
amount
And the
amount
speed of the
force-
play.
the amount
Yeah.
of force that's in your own legs, like planting in that moment.
Yeah.
I think it matters.
and that's why
Especially if you're straining your calf.
and that's why our entire team wore braces.
Yeah.
That's what happened to Bo Jackson.
Our team they required everyone to wear ankle braces.
Our team was so broke they could only afford the starting 5 linemen to wear braces. And I was slow, so I was like, there's no need for me to wear a brace.
Well, that's where you fucked up.
Nah, the brace wouldn't have helped it.
Could have taped it.
Nah, like I had my ankles taped, but like the
Oh,
force.
Yeah, the ankles taped only last like 5 plays.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, and this was like in the middle of practice when this motherfucker like decided to.
We know, bro. We've
Yeah.
heard this story 1,000 times.
Some people just want to be cowboys. Like you stiff arm to the ground, they just want to hold on to your leg like a fucking idiot instead of letting go. It's like, bro, you're on the ground, you lost. Like, this can only. It's like if you could hit the QB in practice, and let's say you get pushed into the QB's
I just
leg.
want to know what happened for you to be at the bottom of a pile.
I wasn't at the-
400-pound man. Like, how the fuck did that happen?
No. I wasn't at this. This wasn't at the bottom of a pile thing. This was like me running in a drill because the coach said, "Okay, you guys somebody's gonna run a ball, and then that person's gonna come and try to tackle you." And the dumbass couldn't tackle me, but it's more like that happened because it was from the side. If nobody's ever run up and caught me from behind, at most they trip me and I fall.
Okay.
But not like my whole body gets bent over.
So basically, you appropriated your injury to a situation and scenario that wasn't even.
no, but I'm
comparable.
saying you said in this situation.
We're talking
how
about
does
a
this happen?
pile, and you're comparing it to a bullshit practice drill that you shouldn't have even been doing.
Yeah, so I was mad at my coach.
Like, where the fuck were you doing that?
We was like, we either do this or run, and niggas wanted to fucking do the drill, and I was like, I'll run.
That's some Pop Warner shit, bro.
I was like, I'll fucking run. Fuck you guys. This is the last day of Hell Week.
That's some
This is
Pop
the
Warner
last
shit.
day of Hell Week. Morning practice.
All right, we're gonna get run out of here, and we're supposed to have a post-production meeting. So
yeah, but bottom
fuck.
line is, like, be careful around piles and shit. And if you're gonna get hit, it's better to get hit some directly behind you than like on the side, because you get hit from the side, and your natural attempt is your body to tense up and try to stop that shit, and it usually doesn't end well.
Because you don't run the ball. You shouldn't have been running the ball.
Nah, I'm not talking about my injury. I'm talking about like just like the.
Well, you're saying people tend like not
people
everybody
tend to get
tenses
hit
up.
from the side, and they try to stop it most of the time.
But
Or
most
like
running
muscles
backs and
tensing up?
receivers.
I'm talking about linemen.
I know, because you should have been running the ball.
Are you
Yeah.
like your muscles tensing?
Like
in
if
the
somebody
moment?
hits you in the leg full speed,
Because you're
and
not
you're
used
running,
to getting hit like that. But
like
lot-
you don't want
skilled
people on your
are.
legs. Like linemen don't want people on their
Skilled
legs.
people are.
Yeah, so like if somebody runs up the back of your leg as a lineman, you get pissed. And if somebody like gets knocked into you and you fall down near a pile or whatever, you get pissed. It's like a very sensitive issue.
That shit fucking hurts because you can't do anything about it. And it's part of the play.
And sometimes you could snap your shit and not even know it. Like, oh, I got a broken bone in my foot and not even realize it. Like, that shit could happen. Or you fall, get hit, and you get up with a butt fumble situation, or you get hit and then you fall straight into another collision and somebody rocks your fucking skull and now you have a concussion because some idiot missed their block and hit you.
That's what happened with Juice and fucking Trent Williams, basically.
Kyle Juice check. I'll just say Juice check.
All right. Next up, Joe Mixon called out the NFL for selling tickets to the neutral site game between the Bills and the Chiefs.
Should I even comment on this? I'm gonna sit this one out.
What? What did he say? What is he mad about?
I forgot what the
He
exact
already got
quote
fined
was.
for the dollar bill thing.
I forgot what the exact quote was, but he was just like, that's some bullshit.
It should be the Bengals home game, essentially, because of the game that got canceled.
But basically, they're already counting on a Bills and Chiefs AFC championship before the game has even been played. The games have even been played.
And the Bengals are like, well, what the fuck,
What?
guys?
I'm confused.
So if the
it's a wild card,
so because
divisional round.
So because of the whole, it's the divisional round, right? So there's the Bengals are still in it. One, two, because of the whole Bills Bengals shit,
Cancellation.
the winner, if the Chiefs and the Bills both win, the game's played at a neutral site in Atlanta.
If the Chiefs and the Bills both win,
Yes,
neutral site.
neutral site.
And they're already selling tickets for this neutral
They're
site?
already selling tickets for the neutral site
Before
game.
this.
Yes.
Oh, well, yeah, I'd be pissed.
So is that fair or fade?
It's
Lucas?
fair.
Definitely a fade.
Fair or fade? No, we missed that
No,
one.
bruh.
We skipped that one. Mixon calling out the NFL. Follow along, Kyler. Follow along, Kyler.
Did somebody run up the back of your leg in a pile?
Stop playing caught on your phone.
Kyle of Duty.
Yeah, I mean,
Call
they're,
of
I mean,
Duty.
they're literally discounting them. That's
All right.
You wrote the rundown, fam.
All right.
Do y'all want to? What's the Stephen A. Smith one that you skipped? What was it about?
Yeah, can we get to that?
Oh, fuck. We don't have time.
Yeah, fuck Stephen A. Smith. All right. Anyway.
But yeah, Stephen A. Smith was getting dragged because he went on the Sherry whatever show and was talking about, they asked him about Rihanna doing the Super Bowl, and he was like, Rihanna's a lot of things. And he said it like that. He was like, Rihanna's a lot of things. And then he was like, she's a mother, and she's this, she's that, like she's bad, she's beautiful, like all this stuff. But she's not Beyonce.
And for what, dude?
And there's levels to this shit. He was like, there's levels to it. Like, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm excited to see her, but like, yeah, she's not Beyonce, blah, blah.
Bro, Stephen A. Smith would suck a dick.
So just
to
saying
fuck-
his
to touch
regular
Rihanna's
inflammatory shit.
toenails.
Basically, yeah.
Like, why is he?
But yeah, so I'm going to say that's a fade because, one, Stephen A., we're already over you. And two, Rihanna probably got more money than you.
I'm Team Rihanna, even though
And-
she doesn't perform. She can't perform Umbrella. Nobody wants to hear that trash ass song. She gotta start with. I don't want to hear that Black Panther song either because the movie fucking sucked. But if she comes out singing "Woo" and transitions into "Bitch Better Have My Money," I'll be like, okay.
Yeah, that sounds kind of overrated.
Nah,
Yeah,
she gotta play. You gotta do "Bitch Better Have My Money" at the Super
that
Bowl.
sounds kind of overrated.
No, she gotta do it. It's the Super Bowl.
It's kind of overrated, but
I need to hear 4 or 5 seconds and Kanye gotta walk out.
There's so many reasons that comment was uncalled for. Like, that just doesn't make any sense.
And he tried to blame it on the social media team. Like, okay, bro.
Well, I
You
think
ain't even got a full hairline, but all right.
nah, I think the social media team doubled down on it. I think they like
Yeah,
Said
they
what we
did.
said.
they like did a clip on it or something and like made it
Well,
go
that's
viral.
what you're supposed to do because you said it, motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly.
You said it. It wasn't
Yeah.
taken out of context either. By the way,
Yeah.
I couldn't renew the room, so we got like
That's
5
weird.
minutes.
That's what I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
On the
All right, quickly, Lucas, start rant. Anything you want to say to the people? Nikki, you're next.
It's a whole lot of tanking, buddy.
Caleb Williams is not going to the Patriots.
Nikki, go ahead.
Bill Belichick is not gonna mesh with Caleb Williams. Who do y'all have this weekend?
Fuck, we didn't even talk about that.
Yeah, I was kind of gonna just quick get your picks in real fast. Who's all playing again? It's gonna be Buffalo, Cincinnati. I got Buffalo. I got
Chiefs, Jaguars.
Fuck no.
Chiefs, obviously, but Trevor Lawrence has never lost on a
37
Saturday.
and 0.
52
lost on a
52 and 0,
Saturday.
actually.
Really?
Go back to high school.
Dang.
Yeah, if you go
And
to
never
that-
lost on Saturday.
He's only ever lost on Friday nights. That's why. But but I don't believe in that superstitious stuff. I got the Chiefs. I got Buffalo. I got the Cowboys beating the 49ers.
Wow, that's ballsy. That's ballsy. And the
Just
Eagles.
okay.
and the Eagles-
rationally speaking, in my
Guys,
bracket,
we don't have a lot of
okay,
time.
okay.
Eagles beating
This
who
is
else?
this
We don't have a
this
lot of
will be
time.
my rant. Okay, the in my bracket, I have San Francisco winning the Super Bowl, which I know that sounds weird. Just hold on. So rationally speaking, yeah, but my fiance is a Cowboys fan, and I don't want to hear him cry into the abyss of depression for the next 4 months.
So you mean his
So-
entire existence?
For
Yeah.
bro, you're a Raiders fan. What are you talking about us for, bro?
I've seen him in the Super Bowl. He's never seen that team.
And we've won in a way playoff game
So have
more
they.
recently than they. Yeah.
More
until,
recently?
until this week.
Yeah,
Until this week.
okay.
Until this week.
Listen, for his sake, I'm going for the Cowboys. Rationally speaking, sure.
They're not.
My bracket's already busted, so how about doing Cowboys?
Giants, Eagles. Giants, Eagles. I got Eagles, Chiefs in the Super Bowl, but whatever.
I think San Francisco would be.
I'm definitely taking Cincinnati. I can't count out what they got going with Joe and also that defense.
The run
This
game
is the
hasn't
last
been
year.
good this year.
This is the last year.
I think it's going to be Buffalo, San Francisco.
I think.
I don't think Philly outplays San Francisco. But if the Cowboys beat San Francisco and go to the NFC Championship, the
Honestly-
Eagles will the Eagles will absolutely outplay the Cowboys.
Honestly, though, it's like
Could be a mid Super Bowl.
I'm kind of getting intrigued by the Giants. Like the only thing that's holding me back
Danny
is the
Dimes.
receivers.
Saquon
The receivers. Like other than that, like
and Daniel.
And that's why Odell should have went back
they
to the
have
Giants.
enough. Like
Nah.
like they're not as talented as the Eagles, but they have enough mismatches at the right spots where like I could see them winning one game versus
I
them,
mean, isn't
and I could see that being this one game.
that how they always win Super Bowls anyway? It's just some random
Yeah.
mismatch like hodgepodge team
Yeah,
that throws together a
basically.
Super Bowl.
But the defensive line is really good. They have enough athletes on the defense. They all play hard. They all play fast. Like
No, they about to get creamed.
the Giants look nice, bro. Like
They're gonna get absolutely
I
destroyed.
got put on game this weekend. Like the Giants look nice.
Eagles to the NFC title game. Eagles, Niners.
But yeah, I mean, I gotta go Eagles, Niners, and Bengals, Chiefs. But
The Bengals Buffalo matchup was my hardest decision in my entire bracket. I chose Buffalo. But
Buffalo was too easy to defeat. Just take away, get Diggs off the board. They have no run game, and the receivers are doing consistent.
we'll see.
neither team has a great running game.
Yeah.
Neither team has a great defense right now either.
Wait, what? No, Cincinnati is a great run game.
Uh,
Makes-
It hasn't been
Not
running
this
great.
year.
Not this year. Not the past few weeks.
Not this year.
Not the end of the season.
Joe
The
Mixon
last
didn't hit 1,000
6
yards
weeks.
this year.
So if Mixon has an off game, then Samaje Perine will just be
I'm
Carry-
not sure
They
carry
gave
about
him
that.
the ball.
Slack.
They gave him the ball.
every single time, every single game without
Their
fail.
offensive line is banged up though.
That is
Yeah.
true.
They had like 6 injuries.
I
So
think,
I think that's what makes it hard for me
Cincinnati's
to
run
pick them.
game is 100 times better than Buffalo's.
But also, like,
Yeah.
they have to do it this year. Like, that's it. because Joe's gonna get paid. That defense, there's already a bunch of free agents coming up. Like,
I think either Samaje or Joe Mixon's gonna leave. One of them's gonna leave, I think, after this year.
well, Samaje's a free agent, so he's probably out. I don't think.
Yeah,
they're gonna give
Mixon,
him a
I
lot
think
of
they
money.
re-upped and paid
He's
Mixon.
too small.
I don't know, dude. The way he performed when Joe Mixon was hurt, I mean, I think he deserves to get paid, just like Tony Pollard. I think Tony Pollard might leave. Tony Pollard fits the Cowboys better, in my opinion, than Zeke does, but Zeke has a bigger brand with Dallas, and so Jerry Jones is a very emotional man. He's not going to get rid of Zeke.
They'll get rid of
So
Zeke
Tony
before
Pollard's going to walk and get more money somewhere else. What?
We'll see.
I thought they were going to tag Parsons, or did they not already?
All right,
He's only been in the league 2 years.
Kenny.
All right, been a great week. Gonna enjoy coming to the NFLPA game and bowl practice next week. A lot of names coming up. Yeah, follow me on Twitter, Ozo Grande. That's where all the updates gonna be. Salute to everybody. Shrimp is trash. And that portrait, that sculpture of Martin Luther King hugging his wife, where it's just the two arms, is just really wrong as fuck. And the black dude who put it together should be ashamed of himself. It's a dumbass. It's just dumb. It looks like a fish inside of an asshole eating itself. It looks like just nothing but a not for safe workplace. It looks like the dumbest sculpture I've ever seen in my life. And it's just like, and of course, white people in Boston voted on that shit. So I'm not even surprised. Like, the people of Boston voted on it. Oh my God. The same place where like a white dude took a fucking American flag and tried to stab it into a black dude's chest. And I think he did. What? So yeah, it's a famous picture in history books. But you know, the history books are fucked up too. So fuck you, Texas. And Deion Sanders flipped the number one quarterback in the country to go to Colorado. So yeah, the dude is supposed to fly to Miami. Deion Sanders has a really good recruiting class. That should be interesting. But all the Pac-12 schedules came out, and that shit gonna be lit. And you'll see me at all USC's games this year. That's it. Eat. And it cuts off.
TDs_tangents on Twitter, Instagram, touchdownsandtangents.com. Shout out to your favorite podcast. Shout out to FBC Radio. Shout out to Head Squad affiliates. Shout out to your favorite podcast app. Everyone who fucks with us. And yeah, that's it.
We're totally cultural and politically correct. Love you guys.
Shout out to people who don't align with our political opinions.
Fuck you and that statue or sculpture.